Hello everyone, we are live. Welcome to another live stream. And this week I'm joined by my co-host Andy. How you doing, Andy?
Yeah, all good, Ollie. Thanks. How are you?
Good. Yeah, not too bad. Living the dream. Yeah. We'll get straight on it because there's no comments in so far. Tell us what you've been watching recently, Andy.
Yeah, sure. So I'll just after. Sorry, I haven't got this ready, but I'll just have to have a
Oh,
cheeky
that's all
look
right.
at me Letterboxd. Right. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. So first one I watched was The Reef, which was like I think like a 2010 shark movie.
Mm.
Thought it was all right. It was better than Open Water, which was another one, an earlier one that I'm not too keen on. I watched a movie with Danny Glover called Waffle Street.
Okay, interesting.
Which is really good. It's about this guy he's worked his way up for this like sort of Wall Street company, but he's got to a position where he's vice president.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden his bosses fire him. So then he starts to work from the bottom up again at this random waffle coffee shop place, this diner, and Danny Glover's like the chef.
Right.
And then he tries to sort of work his way back up through that business instead. But it's a really good film. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, nice.
Because I watched Scream 7, I was on a little bit of a Nev Campbell kick. I watched a movie called Last Call with her and Jeremy Irons.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Jeremy Irons plays F. Scott Fitzgerald. He's like a writer, and she's like his secretary. It was a good film. Yeah. I didn't mind it. It was pretty good. I then watched 24-Hour Party People with Steve Coogan. I thought that was okay. I then went to the cinema a couple of times. So I watched Mother's Pride, which I really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
How to Make a Killing with Glenn Powell. Really enjoyed that as well. Watched Hoppers. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Reminders of Him. That was okay. I watched quite a dark film called Hounds of Love as well. That was actually really good. I watched Solo Mio as well. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
Oh, I've heard about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I watched Midwinter Break as well.
Oh, I watched that as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
Watched that. Thought it was average.
Yeah, like a 6 out of 10 kind of movie.
Yeah.
I then watched The Testament of Anne Lee,
Mm-hmm.
which was okay, with Haley Steinfeld. That was all right. Last night, I watched Project Hail Mary, which I enjoyed. Thought that was pretty good. I was off work today, so I watched Kneecap, Night Bitch, the remake of Roadhouse, which I hadn't seen before, which was all right. I actually quite enjoyed it. I watched an animated film called Orion in the Dark, which was good, from DreamWorks.
Oh, yeah.
And I've started watching, but I haven't finished yet, The Rule of Jenny Penn, which was one Kenny mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
And then after I got back from the cinema last night from Project Hail Mary, I stayed up and I watched the Oscars in its entirety.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah. So, yeah, quite a fair bit, and hardly any rewatches. I think I watched the two Addams Family movies again on Saturday afternoon. But yeah, other than that,
yeah,
all been stuff I haven't seen before.
Nice stuff. Just trying to find that other one you were talking about. Oh, Waffle Street. There you go. Found it. I've just been adding some of those to the watch list to give them a watch at some point.
Okay.
Yes, it's handy having my computer in front of me now because I can, and it's not being so slow this week, so I can actually do these things as we're talking, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice watches there. This the good thing with you is like you help me with your Letterboxd because you've seen so many films. Like I can just go through, and if there's like films on Letterboxd that I've just not logged to have watched, I know just to go to your profile because you've probably watched them.
Oh, okay.
So literally before we were on, because the main topic is going to be underrated 90s thrillers, I was just going through all the films that you've seen from the 90s, and I think I added about 200 that I had seen. I just not logged as seeing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good exercise doing that. But there's so many new films. Like I said, I watched that Midwinter Break because it looked like it'd be up my street. Like it's got a good cast, but it was all right. But it was sort of like a one-time watch film. I wouldn't ever go back to it because there's not much rewatchability in it, I would say.
No, the trailer was actually better than the movie.
I thought
the trailer made it look like it was this really suspenseful drama, like it was a dark but that's not what the movie is. No.
Yeah. I need to check out Wuthering Heights because I think that's on there now. So I need to give that a watch. And some of the other ones you mentioned, I need to watch Whistle still. I need to watch The Moment, Testament of Anne Lee. So was there another one? What did you say the other one was that you watched? Like a new one? You said you watched that, you watched Midwinter Break, and what was the other one?
Midwinter Break, Testament of Anne Lee, Solo Meow.
That was it, yes. I want to watch that as well because that looks... I like Kevin James.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was actually quite an enjoyable film. I did like it, yeah.
Might watch that this weekend. Good rom-com. Like a good rom-com every now and then.
Yeah, it was just an easy, fun watch, yeah. It didn't do anything amazing, but yeah, it was watchable.
Oh, nice. So yeah, I watched that one. I watched War Machine, which was okay. Sort of like mindless action fun. Like sort of film you don't have to pay too much attention to, but it was entertaining. Another typical Netflix film. I probably wouldn't go back to it, but I didn't dislike it. I thought it was enjoyable. It's exactly what you sort of expect to get from that sort of film.
Yeah.
What else did I watch? I think that's everything I've watched, like sort of streaming. I haven't streamed. I was planning on like watching quite a few films over the weekend, like newer films, but I literally only ended up watching those two. And then since my weekly watches, I did watch another new one. I think you've seen it as well, The Shadow's Edge, Jackie Chan.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
that was a good one. I like that. I think, and it's weird because it's obviously a Chinese film, but there's a lot of English in it. Like the Chinese, I found it weird that some of the Chinese would be all of speaking a sentence in Chinese and then all of a sudden go to English and then back to Chinese again. I found that really odd, but it's a bit of a unique film because it's like it's not like parts of it are like full on sort of like thriller. And then there's parts of it where it's just like it's not taking itself very seriously. There's like quite comical parts to it. But I like the story. And I thought obviously the action, was going to be good with Jackie Chan involved. So I'm glad I watched it. I thought it was an entertaining film.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched The Score with Robert De Niro, Edward Norton, and Marlon Brando. The Kino 4K. That was an entertaining film. Good sort of like heist thriller with bits of comedy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty decent. I watched Loser for the first time because I've been on obviously these like the American Pie-esque sort of comedy, and I thought, well, it's got two of the main stars from American Pie in it, and it came out a year after the first one, so I thought like it's got to be somewhat similar, and it's a very different sort of, because it's not like a teen sex comedy. It's more of just a teen comedy, I suppose. Not even that, because they don't really focus on that. It's like obviously him going off to college in New York for the first time, and he is a loser, and oh my god, some of the characters really got on, like his roommates really got on my nerves. They got on my tits. They are. Yeah. But I love the end bit where it tells you where they are now. Like one of them tested a drug, and now he's still learning to tie his shoelaces.
Yeah.
I did like. I thought.
No, sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say it's charming. It's okay, but it's not one of the. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be. It was all right, I thought.
Yeah. It's not in the same league as American Pie, but no,
definitely not.
It is good. It is a fun watch.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ollie, to bring this up, but I think we've got someone who needs to go on the naughty step in the comments.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, I'll have a look. I think, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't see that. Sorry, but yeah, he's gone now. And then the last film I watched, which I kind of put on like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I got halfway through and never put it back on again, which I hate doing. But I think it just goes to show that I wasn't really that interested in the film. And yeah, I wasn't really paying attention when I put it back on, but I thought I need to finish it, so it's done. And that's In Dubious Battle. I think I mentioned it a few weeks ago. It's it's about the workers' strike in like the 30s and fighting for equal rights. It's quite boring, if I'm being honest with you. There's not much to it. I mean, you think it's going to be like a really good film because it's got like a cast of really big names in it, but like you got like Ed Harris, who's probably got 5 minutes, if that, of screen time. Sam Shepard, about the same. Robert Duvall, about the same. Bryan Cranston's literally in it for one scene right at the end. So it's just like, it's one of those films where I think they're pulling you in with the big names, but the big names aren't really in the film that much, and the film isn't really all that interesting. It's just like, yeah, it is quite an interesting subject, but the way that they go about it is just like a something and nothing film. It's just like very, not much happens. It's not like a film of any significance, I would say. So I'm glad I watched it, but I wouldn't go back to watch it again. I don't think I'd keep that one. And then I've watched I started a new TV series. I started watching The Madison, which is the new show with Michelle Pfeiffer and Kurt Russell in. That's really good. I've seen the first 3 episodes of that so far. I like that. I think it's quite an easy watch.
Yeah.
And I've been watching a show called American Classic with Kevin Kline and Laura Linney. That's quite good as well. That's quite funny, quite easy to watch. But that's it really. Not really watched much else at the moment. So yeah, let's get on into the comments.
I think we've got another one, Ollie, unfortunately.
This happened last week. It's getting worse. It is getting really bad. Is there how do you make someone in the comments a moderator?
I think you just have right click on their name. I think it may come up with a thing that says make mod.
Because I want to make like Sai and Giz moderators, because then they can. Hang on, let me see. No, if you click on the comment, it doesn't do anything. I'll have to have a look into that, because we can't keep having all of this.
Yeah.
People that clearly don't have a life. Nothing better to do. Anyway, DFC Intron is here. Hello. How many of the Best Picture nominated movies had you seen, and which was your least favorite? I don't know all of them. I haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters. Was that nominated? I'm not sure if that was nominated for Best Picture.
I will quickly get the list up. Hang on.
I've seen the bloody drog that is Hamnet, unfortunately. I've seen One Battle After Another. I've seen Sinners. I've seen F1. I know that was nominated, but I can't think of any others.
Let's have a look.
Marcy Supreme, I guess, was nominated as well. Seen that. least favorite's going to be Hamnet out of all the list anyway. I can safely say that.
Okay, winners. Best. Here we go. Best picture. I think there was 10. So we've got One Battle After Another. Begonia.
Oh yeah, seen that.
F1.
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, seen that one. Yeah.
Hamnet.
Oh.
Oh, he's back again. Fuck's sake.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marty Supreme. The Secret Agent.
Yeah.
Sentimental Value. Sinners and Train Dreams.
I've seen about half then, because I've not seen Train Dreams, I've not seen The Secret Agent, not seen Sentimental Value. Yeah.
So by the sounds of it, you've seen 7.
I think I've seen 7, yeah. So there you go.
I've seen all 10.
Oh, nice. What's your least favorite out of all of the 10?
Probably The Secret Agent.
Oh, okay.
Or I didn't get on too well with Sentimental Value or Hamnet, but I do want to give Hamnet another rewatch.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I think the right one won, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree there. Yeah.
The dickhead's back.
I'll deal with it in a second.
Yeah.
Spectre's here. Hello, Spectre. Hello, Sai. Hello, Giz. Alan is here. Alan, as it's just me and Andy tonight, if you're free and you want to pop on, let me know in the comments and I'll quickly send you over the link. If you can hear my words. I don't know, something you might not be able to hear. He says, I'm delighted Michael B. Jordan won. Chalamet and DiCaprio are the fine actors, but I do feel they always look for material to win them Oscars rather than focus on good work and then the awards will happen. Yeah, I agree there. I think you're right there. What do you think about that, Andy?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I actually thought it was going to be between those two, Chalamet and DiCaprio, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, I don't have an issue with Michael B. Jordan winning at all because he was really good.
Yeah. Just trying to get rid of all these trolls. Yeah. And Sai is here. Hello, Sai. I went to see Project Hail Mary and I really enjoyed it. It's one of the best feel-good movies I have seen in years. Glad you enjoyed it, Sai. I'm looking forward. I was going to go and see it yesterday, but the problem was I don't know if your average screening was like it on Saturday and Sunday. They only seemed to be showing it from 4 o'clock onwards, and I wanted a morning one. I didn't want to go in the afternoon because if I can get one at like 9-10 o'clock, then I'm more likely to go to it. But once you get to like 4 o'clock, like I don't really want to go out at that point in the day on a weekend. So I'll probably see it Friday night. If I don't see it Friday night, I'll definitely see it Saturday or Sunday. Because yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I'm really glad you liked it. Melina's here. Hello, Melina. Favorite and least favorite Oscar host from the past. To be honest, I couldn't tell you many Oscar hosts because they don't stick in my mind. But I've seen the highlights from the Oscars last night, and Conan was excellent, I thought. Obviously, I think second year in the run now, hosting it, and yeah, I thought it was brilliant. I thought that opening, we'll talk about it more later, but I thought that opening of the whole thing was hilarious. I really like that. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I honestly can't really think of many. Did Billy Crystal host the Oscars? I'm sure he's hosted the Oscars, hasn't he?
They had a few people on who'd hosted before in the past, like Billy Crystal was on last night, Jimmy Kimmel was on last night.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I saw Billy Crystal because he did the tribute to Rob Reiner and Michelle Reiner, didn't he? Yeah, I saw that.
That was amazing. That.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, all of the tributes I thought were.
Yeah, but Conan's he's okay, but I don't particularly find him funny.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the opening was okay, but yeah, it was a bit cringy for me. I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. What do you have least favorite Oscars host?
Well, I couldn't pick because I've only watched because the Oscars are on so late over here.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever watched it was this year and last year, and he hosted both, so I can't really pick.
I almost stayed up late enough, but I went to bed as they started because I was just too tired. So I just thought I'm going to bed now. I don't know whether it might have been last year. I stayed up and watched the start, but it wasn't any of like the major awards. But yeah, like you say, they are on so late here. It's like difficult to stay up and watch them and not fall asleep.
Yeah.
What kind of lists have you created on your Letterboxd? For example, I have my favourite films for each year since 1980. I think you've just got one, haven't you, Andy?
I've just got one. It's just the films I've seen. I haven't really created any other lists. I probably should. But
I've got some, but I don't update them all very often. It's mainly to help with films that I need to watch, as opposed to like ranking films that I have seen. So I've got like specific actors and the films of theirs that I've yet to see, like some of my favorite actors, or certain years for films and the films that I need to see. But I could probably just get rid of them, because if I add those films to the watch list, you can filter now by the year. So I don't really need those lists, because they're only really for me, because they're not ranking them. Like ranking them is a bit different, but I have got like all of the films I've seen sort of from the last few years, and they're ranked, although I haven't updated last year yet, and I've probably got a few to update for this year, to be honest. But yeah, it's difficult keep like remembering to update your lists every time you watch a film, especially if they fall into multiple lists. So I tend not to make those sorts of lists and just have lists that help me personally for films that I've not seen yet.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Si. I feel like a troll. I don't know, do I look like a troll?
Please go on about the comments.
Yeah, I know. And Alan says, and my thanks to Andy, I picked up a nice 4-disc 4K set of Dawn of the Dead at a really nice price, all inspired by his excellent 60s, 70s horror video with Nige. Great content.
Oh, thank you, Alan. Because Alan messaged me after watching it, and he said he ended up watching the whole thing. But yeah, no thanks. Really glad you enjoyed it. I'm proud of it. Me and Nige are both proud of that video. So
I need to check it out.
Really, we're really happy.
I need to watch it like in parts. If I watch it in parts, because I don't have a full 3 hours, unless it's on like now instead of the stream.
Yeah.
I don't have that time to watch it all in one go, but I will probably watch it. I'm not as big into obviously horror, but I'm sure it might open my eyes to more horror films, like earlier horror films as well. So I'm interested to give it a watch.
Yeah, I think we kind of picked sort of the mainstream ones, at least for the 70s anyway. But we're hopefully going to do the 80s one in early April. So yeah, I've already written my list for that one. So Nigel's got to play catch up, but
nice.
Yeah, he's already sent me the thumbnails for the 80s and 90s ones, and I can't get over the 90s ones. It's fucking brilliant. But yeah, we've
cool.
we're very happy with it and very proud of what that video has done. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So, okay, if you want me to. Oh, we still got more. Bloody. I'll pop on in about half an hour. Okay, that'd be great, Alan. Have you got Alan?
Yeah, do you want me to send him the link?
Yeah, that'd be great, because if I come out, it takes me out of the stream. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, no problem. I'll get that over to him.
Spectre says, in my opinion, Jack O'Connell was snubbed, and so was Chris Stapleton's original song for F1. Wasn't the F1 song Ed Sheeran's song?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't even remember it. Honestly, such a forgettable song. So, unfortunately, Spectre, I have to disagree with you there. And I think Jack O'Connell was good, but if you had to choose one supporting actor from Sinners, I think they went right with Delroy Lindo. I think, although he's not obviously in it as long, I think he's got the better performance of the two, just ever so slightly. What do you think of that?
Yeah, Jack O'Connell, his time will come. As great as
I agree.
He is now, you know, his time will come. Look at Michael B. Jordan. I mean,
took him ages, yeah. Although first nomination and first win, so lucky.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, 10 years. He did Creed 10 years ago, and that was a phenomenal sort of role for him. I know he'd done bits and bobs here and there, but that was one that really put him on the map, and he was amazing in that film. So it's taken him 10 years, you know, to get that statue. But yeah, the times will come, unless it's sort of very rare where I think you can find that actors, particularly actresses, they peak too soon and they get the Oscar. Like I think Emma Stone peaked way too soon because she's got 2 now, and that's like ridiculously early. And Jennifer Lawrence as well. I think she peaked too soon.
Yeah,
because once you've got that Oscar, it's like, well, there's nothing. What you do after that?
What's like Mikey Madison as well, like her first major film, and she won an Oscar for it.
Yeah. I tend to find that a lot with the actresses. It's a lot of the younger ones who have just come on the scene tend to win it.
Yeah. Ricky Gervais or Jimmy Carr would be good gold hosting the Oscars. I don't know, because the Oscars isn't the Golden Globes, whereas Ricky Gervais fits at the Golden Globes because the Golden Globes isn't a serious awards like ceremony. They all just get pissed, basically, and it's not as serious because most of the winners at the Golden Globes don't win like at the Oscars, like, you know, because there's more categories. They split the categories up as well, don't they? But I don't think Ricky Gervais would get on hosting the Oscars because whilst he has fun when he's hosting the Golden Globes, I think you obviously, like Conan tried, you've got to put a bit of comedy in there, but I think Ricky Gervais would probably go too far for the Oscars, and I don't think Jimmy Carr's sort of the set. I don't think his humor would translate as well. Like Americans know Ricky Gervais because he's been over the States for a long time, but I don't think Jimmy Carr's as well known over there, so I don't think they would get someone that, like a British comedian that nobody in America really knows, to host the biggest awards ceremony of the year.
Yeah. I mean, if I had my way, I'd probably give it to someone like Graham Norton, but I don't know how well known he is over there. I know a lot of people like his chat show. Yeah, like a lot of people,
I think that's what they know him for.
Really like his chat show. But I mean, he does that, and he does Wheel of Fortune over here as well, which is I've got my thoughts on that. But if I had to pick someone, I probably would go for Graham Norton.
Yeah, so good shout there. Yeah,
problem with that. But it's just he's not very well No, he's not as well known over there as he is here. But yeah.
Yeah. Spectre said, I was surprised. I thought Sinners were doing more considering the amount of nominations, but one battle after another swept most of the big ones. Need to watch that. Oh, you've not seen it yet? Oh yeah, get on watching that. I think I was speaking to someone and they said, I think my auntie said that she needs to watch that because she watched Hamlet and she's one of the only people I know that really liked it. Like really liked it. But yeah. I think one battle after another deserved the awards it won, but I can see that why people would think Sinners would end up taking more home because it was nominated for the most, so it had more chance, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just it was one of those where it was like I thought it was going to be one battle after another that won Best Picture, and then I thought, oh, Sinners might just do it, because of how much love it's received. And when Ryan Coogler got up to accept Best Screenplay, the crowd went nuts.
Yeah.
And then when Michael B. Jordan went up for Best Actor, the crowd went nuts again. And then I forget the woman's name who won cinematography. The crowd went wild, and she asked all the women to stand up. And yeah, it was nuts. And I thought Sinners might just do it.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, obviously PTA won Best Director, and then it won Best Picture. So I can't really knock it.
Yeah.
I would have liked Sinners to win Best Picture, but yeah, I'm happy either way.
Yeah. Best moments of the Oscars. Well, we'll talk about that later, Stacey. But hello, Stacey. That's your first comment. But we'll get onto that later because we will talk about that in the movie news roundup segment. So hold off on that for now. Bad as I Used to Be by Chris Stapleton. Oh, that's the name of the song. Yeah, I can't remember it, to be fair. I don't think, obviously, it didn't do too well over here because I'm not familiar with it. But yeah, fair enough. We have Jim here. Hello, Jim. How are you doing? Where's the Yam King? The Yam King is unwell today, unfortunately, so he shall not be joining us. Hopefully, I told him to get well soon, and hopefully he will be back with us next week. But Jim, Alan is coming on in a bit. So if you want to join us again, if you're free, you may not be free, you may have stuff going on, and that's totally fine if you do. But let us know if you want to join in and have a chat with us if you're free. Stacey says, "Did you enjoy it?" I've not seen it yet. What did you think of that one, Andy?
It was a good Ethan Hawke performance, but I can't really see myself going back to rewatch it all that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I love the joke about the Oscars coming live from Has Small Penis Theatre, and Conan says, "Let's see him put his name in front of that."
I don't know who was he referring to about that.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Like I've just read that and I'm like I want to find that funny, but I don't get it at all. I don't get what he means by that.
It went over my head, that joke, unless
someone
has clearly named something after themselves, and my ignorance has just taken over there because I don't know who it was. Trump, okay,
yeah. You two guys should host the Oscars next year. I'd buy that for $1. Thanks, Jim. $1? No, you'd be invited as a guest for you'd have to pay $1,000 to come. Okay, Jim. Premium. It's premium for you, Jim. Only the best.
I like the Oscar. I like watching it last night, but because between every two awards there's like a break over here, and because we have like Jonathan Ross hosting it, the people he had on fucking annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, I saw a bit of that before the Oscars started, and I thought, nope, can't be watching that.
That woman he has on is so fucking annoying. I can't
she was
stand
so loud, and she thought she knew everything. Don't even know who she is.
Obnoxious and annoying, and just a fucking know it all about everything. And she was on last year as well, but at least last year they had Jason Isaacs on last year, but they didn't have anyone on this year. Like, put some actors on who have got something insightful to say instead of these people that we just don't know who they are.
Random people.
Oh God, it was annoying as hell.
Yeah. Jim says, as soon as one battle after another won the editing Oscar, I knew they were going to win Best Picture because the 9 times out of 10, that's what happens. Yeah. Oh, Trump. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense now. Yeah, Jim says it was a Trump joke about how Trump puts his name on everything. Right, yeah. Get that now.
Yeah.
Right, we will move on to our next topic now, which is our physical media recommendations of the week. Have you got yours to hand, Andy?
Oh, I have not.
I'll show mine whilst you go and find yours.
Okay.
So my first one is going to be Juror Number 2, which is Clint Eastwood's last film, could be his final film, who knows. I've kind of gone for films this week that, I suppose, have acting legends involvement. I mean, whilst Clint's not in this one, obviously it is his film, and it is a very underrated sort of courtroom thriller. And you can't sort of get, you just want to know what's going to happen, and the ending's one of those sort of open endings, like it leaves it up to you to decide what happens next, which I quite liked. It leaves you thinking after the film ends, which I think is a good thing when a film does that. So yeah, if you've not seen this one, you like a good courtroom thriller. It's got a good cast. I mean, Nicholas Hoult, Toni Collette, J.K. Simmons, Kiefer Sutherland. Yep, I'd recommend that one. So that's my first one, Juror Number 2. Then one that may not be as big in America. So Jim, you may not know this one. You may have, because it's only a few years old and it's got, as I say, acting legends in it. But it's The Great Escaper with Michael Caine and Glenda Jackson. Really good film, which potentially could be Michael Caine's last and was Glenda Jackson's final film. Based on a true story about a World War II veteran who's in an old people's home, and he basically escapes to go to the 70th anniversary celebrations over in Normandy. Very heartwarming, just lovely film. Yeah, if you want a good British film with obviously some great acting in it, then I would highly recommend this one. And then the last one, because obviously I watched The Shadow's Edge with Jackie Chan yesterday, I was sort of thinking of more recent Jackie Chan films that I've seen that I've really enjoyed, and this one is from the same director as that. I think I've mentioned it before, but it's a really feel-good, sort of heartwarming family comedy, and it's called Ride On. And I think it's from a few years ago, and it basically follows Jackie Chan's character, who used to be like a stunt guy with his horse, who was a stunt horse. And they sort of become viral sensations on social media, brings them back into the spotlight, and they want to bring the horse back into films, and it kind of leaving Jackie Chan sort of behind, and it's got to do with his family and stuff, and it's really uplifting, a really lovely film if you've not seen it. And I think a lot of people probably won't have watched this because a lot of people are afraid to watch films with subtitles, which is just a shame because there's so many fantastic foreign language films out there that I would just highly recommend anyone checking out, and this is definitely one of them. Just getting Alan in.
Hi, lads.
Hello, Alan.
How are you, lads?
Hey, Alan, you all right?
Oh, good.
Right.
I took 2 large bottles of Ribena you owe me now.
2?
2.
Jesus, the fees to ship that to you are going to be extortionate.
Huh? Well, that's you for bringing. That's up to you. You brought Brexit in, so it's all your fault.
Anyway, how are you doing, Alan?
Oh, good form. Yeah,
Good.
I had a few days off, so I always take this mothering weekend off to look after the mother for Mother's Day. And
Nice.
it just so happened the Oscars were on, so I did what Andy did and sat and watched them all last night as well. I just love the absurdity of them, to be honest with you. I have a dream being on the red carpet and somebody saying, "Oh, what are you wearing?" and TK Maxx, or something like
that.
Yeah, nice. We're just going through our physical media recommendations of the week. I don't know if you want to put. Have you pulled some off?
Yeah, I got some ready. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Andy, do you want to go next, and then we'll go to you after, Alan?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So the first one I've got is another Kino title that arrived this week. George Clooney, Jennifer Lopez in Out of Sight.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I want to give it a rewatch. What I remember, it's kind of like a one of these sort of crime thriller comedy type of movies, but I do remember liking it the first time I saw it. So
it's a little bit like a film called Entrapment, Andy. Did you ever see a film called Entrapment with Sean Connery and
Sean Connery?
Yeah, and what's
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Great. So, because I quite like that film anyway.
Yeah.
But the next one is a Sam Raimi film from Scream Factory, Drag Me to Hell. Really good horror film. Really enjoy it. Not as good as his Evil Dead stuff, but still fun for me. Do enjoy it.
Thanks, Andy. You just reminded me I'm back to work tomorrow.
So am I, to be honest.
Cheers, buddy.
And the last one is this is a new one from Arrow that came out today. Mel Brooks, John Candy, Rick Moranis, Spaceballs.
I ordered that today.
Yeah, just a fun spoof movie on the on sort of Star Wars and a couple of other sci-fi films thrown in there. But
lads,
just a really fun, likable film.
Do you lads know Mad Marty?
Yeah, know of him. Yeah.
So he did a review of it on his channel the other day, and he just opens up the video with, "I've got Spaceballs, but I'm putting an ointment on them." He's a funny guy. He's a very funny guy.
Nice. Was that 3 you showed, Andy?
Yeah, Out of Sight, Drag Me to Hell, Spaceballs. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Alan?
Right. I've actually bought this a while ago and just got round to watching it this weekend. There's nothing wrong with your screen. It's written in Italian. It's a 4K collector's edition of Once Upon a Time in America. It's just available on Amazon Italy. It's a 6-disc set. There's 2 4K, 2 Blu-ray, and 2 DVDs. The DVD thing has me puzzled. I don't know why they've done that, but whatever. But it does have an extended edition of Once Upon a Time in America, as well as the original edition that was out a few years back, which is out of print now. The extended edition has lost footage in it that's been tied up in litigation for years and years and years, and finally they've added it to the film. Having said that, when you're going in to watch the film, there's a disclaimer on your way into the film to say, we did the best we could with this, but basically the old stuff was in rag order. It's basically fragments of film, not even full film cells. So it's not that many scenes in the film. There's about 3 or 4 scenes in the film, I think, but you do see a noticeable drop. It's like going from 4K down to a really bad quality DVD. But look, it is what it is. Sometimes the source material is just not going to be up to it. And it's the most complete edition you'll have of the film. The normal extended edition is good, and the transfer is excellent. There's really good audio on it, so that's really all you'd want, to be honest with you. It's only available on Amazon Italy at the moment, but if you don't want to fork out for a collector's edition, they do have a basic 4K edition for about 25 quid, I think. Maybe it's the only time you'll ever see it released in 4K, who knows? But it's always been a favourite film of mine. And it's almost as long as Andy and Nigel's video. I might have mentioned this in the past. I'm a bit of a Hammer fan, and every time a new year comes around, I say I want to try some new labels. So I'm having a bash at Vinegar Syndrome, which I think you have a few of, Andy. And they're doing a Hammer film called The Man Who Could Cheat Death, which is a really good film. Christopher Lee's in it. So if Christopher, to be honest with you, if there's a DVD or a 4K out there of Christopher Lee sitting drinking coffee for 2 hours, I'd probably get it. But it's just a really good film. It's got an actor called Anton Diffring in it. It's a little bit like a modern telling of Dorian Gray. It's basically this guy that just can't die. But basically how he stays alive, well, I don't want to go into too much detail because it's one of those films going into it cold, but he doesn't do it in legitimate ways, put it that way. And Christopher Lee is actually the good guy in it for once, which is unusual. So I'd recommend that. And I do love a New York cop gritty thriller, and this was recommended to me a while ago, and I picked it up a couple of weeks ago. It's called Night of the Juggler. It's done by Radiance. Again, there's a basic edition available as well. I don't want to go collectors, but James Brolin is in it. And the basic premise of it is his daughter gets kidnapped at the start of the film by mistaken identity. The kidnapper thinks that he's kidnapping a rich businessman's daughter and wants to put her up for ransom, but takes his daughter by mistake. So the whole film is him chasing after him to try and get him. The guy that the kidnapper is a total and utter psycho. And it's really gritty New York. You know, the old style 70s New York cop movies like Serpico and that type of thing. It's really, really good. It's a bit of a cult film, but there's nothing wrong with that. And it's an excellent 4K transfer. Films from the 70s, for some reason, always seem to transfer well to 4K. I don't know why, but thank God they do. But again, I'm just a bit of a nut for collector's editions. You can get a basic edition of it as well too, and it's from Radiant. So, you know, they're my recommendations, guys.
Very nice indeed. And what have you been watching recently, Alan?
Over the weekend, I actually got Formula One because it's one of the few of the Oscar-nominated films I haven't seen, and there's a few nice steel books out of it, so I picked a retro one and watched it last night. Actually, I call it a film with the Rocky Balboa syndrome. Like, it's a story you've all seen before, a guy that's been written off and everybody says he's crap and he's trying to find his way back, so that's just been transferred into Formula One. The 4K is fantastic, and audio and video is fantastic, and Brad Pitt, my lookalike, you know, is very good in it. Yeah, I look like his arsehole, Andy. You don't have to tell me. But it's just really good fun. The best compliment I can give it is I'm not a big Formula One fan. I don't think either of you guys are either, but you'll still get a lot of fun out of it. It's just a really good, fun movie. It's a good popcorn movie. You know, you get your big bucket of popcorn and Coke or Pepsi. If Kenny was here, he'd be shouting Pepsi, I know, so we better throw that in as well. But it's just really good fun. I really enjoyed it. Did it deserve a Best Picture nomination? I don't know, to be honest with you. I wouldn't call it a great movie, but maybe that's just an indictment of what else is out there. You know, but look, good luck to them. And listen, you'll have a good time. The 4K is reasonably priced and it's a really good transfer. Get your popcorn and Coke and, you know, good. I am actually working on preparing a video for my own channel. I'm actually doing my top 20 Universal horror movies. So I've been rewatching loads of those. I did all the Dracula films on Friday, and on Saturday night I did all the Frankenstein films, and then last night I watched The Wolfman 1941, which is actually my favorite Universal picture of all time. Just love the film. They were all readily available in 4K long before Hammer was, and I kind of have a more romantic attachment to them because they were always on TV, not necessarily in the double bill. Oh, jeez. Just when I thought the night was going to go through peacefully and quiet, along comes
the American to fuck things up as usual.
Yeah. And the Freddy Krueger beard's on the way back as well, I say. So.
Yeah, it's gone. This is the Freddy Krueger stubble now.
Oh, okay. You want to change your sponsor, Jim, because the razor ain't working well enough.
Yeah, well, that's like the 3 days growth. You know, we got a blizzard, and I'm like snowed in like Jeremiah fucking Johnson. So who cares?
Oh, fair enough. Well, so long as Kathy Bates doesn't tie you to a bed, you'll be okay.
Not yet.
He wishes.
No, you, Jim, you might actually enjoy that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't know. After seeing About Schmidt, maybe not.
Oh,
God, yeah.
The hot tub scene.
Hey, I love Kathy Bates, though. She's awesome.
Oh, she's a great actress. I actually like the reboot of Matlock with her. It's not that bad at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Jim and I are old enough to remember Andy Griffith in the original one. But
Matlock! Put Matlock on! Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good show. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much what I did. All Universal Horror over the weekend and the Formula One film. And actually, I did watch JFK on Thursday night.
Oh,
there was a really nice 4K collector's edition out last year, Andy. You probably remember for this job, which I managed to get at a good price from Scream Factory, and it's got to be one of the greatest casts in a film ever. It really has to be. It's such a good movie. I mean, anybody, and I always think when I see John Candy in it, if we hadn't lost him when we did, maybe that's something he would have branched out into more dramatic roles, because he's actually really, really good in it. Yeah. It's only a small part, but he's really, really good in it. And who knows, I think we may have missed his best work.
Yeah.
Oh, we definitely did.
Yeah.
We definitely did.
100%. But it's a wonderful film. The collector's edition is out of print now, I believe, but there's a more basic edition you can get, Andy. And I know you're a big fan of that movie, and it looks great. Looks great in 4K.
No, I'll have to see if I can find it at some point at a decent price.
There's a little gap behind you in the top left-hand shelf. Yeah. There's a small gap there. You could probably squeeze it in there.
Yeah.
That's for the person that he's got held captive behind the bookcase that he could feed like little scraps of food to every once in a while. We've heard unexplained screaming sometimes from Andy's feed. So,
if I pull out the ghastly ones, it opens up like the Batcave.
It's little known, but he actually has knives chained upstairs in the attic.
Added to the collection.
Yeah. Reminds me, I've got to give him his bucket of fish heads at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. I've seen him eat worse, mate. I've seen him eat worse. In fairness, good luck with the 80s, because Jesus, man, that's a total minefield you're getting yourselves into there. It's the best era of horror ever, probably.
It is. Yeah, it's the best. My favorite decade.
What year?
The 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Just a decade.
I thought you were talking about one year in particular.
Yeah, no, it's I've got my list done. It's written. We just I need Nige to tell me he's done his, and then I think we're going to film it early April. But yeah, no,
I was like, I was sitting down to watch that for a few minutes. I said, and genuinely, I'm not blowing smoke up you, Andy. I just got so engrossed in it. It's so much fun, and the two of you just bounced off with each other really well. So it's some of the best YouTube content I've seen in a long time. So well done, mate.
No, thanks, Alan. Yeah, I'm really both me and Nige are really proud of that video. But yeah, we were trying to get it off the ground for a while, and we were going, should we do it this week? Should we do it this week? And things just didn't meet. And then
I know.
Yeah, we got it off the ground eventually, but we had an absolute ball. We just hit record and we went. It was just we were off in it. Yeah, it just flowed. It just flowed perfectly, and yeah, we had a real blast making it.
When you can have a spontaneous conversation, then you look up and you realize that you've been recording for over an hour, and you're like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
that's when you know you've got something good.
Yeah. No, thanks, guys. Yeah,
I think the runtime was 3 hours 15 minutes, which
3 hours 15. Yeah, it came out too. So yeah, the next one won't be as long, but yeah,
it could be longer because there's been more.
It could be. Yeah. Let's go for 4. But yeah.
3 hours 15 minutes is also the average length of one of my relationships, so that's bizarre.
Yeah.
It's not how long you make it, it's how you make it long.
Yeah.
That's why they don't last long, Jim, because how I make it long is the problem.
But no, thanks for the kind words, Alan.
No, you're welcome. Anytime.
Cheers.
Jim, have you watched anything in the last week?
Did I mention War Machine last time I was on here?
I don't think you did.
Because I know I talked to somebody about War Machine, but yeah, I watched that with my mom, and that was entertaining. It's not it's not a classic or anything like that, but you can do a lot worse than spend 2 hours watching that movie, especially considering it's a Netflix movie, because most of those movies suck.
Yeah,
but I enjoyed that. I think it was probably the best Transformers movie I've ever seen, because I don't like any of those fucking movies. So it was like Predator, a hybrid of Predator and the Transformers. That's the best way to describe that movie, But it was entertaining. I watched the pirate movie with the Bluff. Yeah, with what's his face?
Carl,
you know who I'm talking about.
Carl
Urban. Thank you.
Carl Urban? Yeah.
And that beautiful lady that's married to the Jonas guy. Same thing. Entertaining, fluff. You can spend 2 hours, watch it, and as soon as it's over, just dispose of it. But while you're watching it, it's fun.
Yeah.
I rewatched Sisu Road to Revenge because my stepson was over yesterday for dinner and he hadn't seen it, and that just gave me an excuse to watch that fucking movie again because I love it. Yeah. And I watched The Running Man again, the new one, because I got my 4K in, and I wanted to. The only time I had seen it previously was on the dodgy internet site that shall not be named. So I wanted to watch it again on the proper TV and see if my opinion of it changed, and it didn't. I still think it's a solid movie. I think it's a more faithful adaptation of the source material. Mm-hmm. I don't like the ending.
No, nobody does.
No. I mean, that movie had me until like the last 10 minutes, and then it just lost me. And so, but again, it's not a horrible movie. Anybody who says that it is, it's because they love that original one so much, so. And that's about it.
To me, Jim, The Running Man is indicative of what's wrong with the movie business these days, in that it's almost becoming content now. Because I saw The Running Man in the cinema just by chance. I was in town that day, so I'll go and see that. And you're right, it's perfectly entertaining. The ending sucks, but what can you do? But it was only out for about 2 weeks. Yeah. 3 weeks tops, and straight into streaming. Chris Pratt had a movie out, which I can't remember the name of.
Mercy.
It was literally pulled after a week and a half, straight onto a streaming site somewhere. So it's impossible to be a movie star anymore. Because your movie comes out a couple of weeks later, you're on a streaming site somewhere, and people just see a screen in the corner of their house with a list of movies on it. They probably don't even know who's in it, and just randomly select one, and there you go. And that's where we're going with the movie. I hate that part of the business, because you couldn't even class.
I like that bit in the Oscars last night when they said that they were working with this company that was re-editing movies for people with watch them on the phones.
Yeah.
And it was pretty damn funny,
Yeah, that was
or whatever it was. I gotta admit, I was laughing during that scene. So
I did like Conan O'Brien's joke at the start, in fairness.
Yeah.
About, at least they arrest their pedophiles.
Yeah, that was
that was good.
Yeah.
Now, best joke in that movie, or that I keep saying movie, that show last night that I saw anyways, because I didn't watch the whole thing. I kind of was in and out. But was when Sigourney Weaver and Pedro Pascal were up there and they show Baby Yoda or whatever.
Yeah.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Yeah, that was good. But there's so much product placement as well, because did you notice when Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans come out? Robert Downey Jr. is in a fucking green suit. Hello, I'm Dr. Doom, by the way. And Evans is in the blue suit. Oh, I'm Captain America. I mean, subliminal advertising for a film already,
Here's advertising question for you guys, because obviously you're overseas. You're not over here. I swear to God, this was the first year that the Academy Awards were presented by Burger King, because every fucking commercial break over here in the States, there was a Burger King ad.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, did they show any kind of Burger King ads over there?
We didn't get any. We didn't get any ads. It just went to coverage.
Really?
We were lucky in Ireland, lads, because our national TV station, RTE, just went straight to the live feed. There was no Jonathan irritating bollocks Ross in a studio talking shit or anything like that.
Man. Next year, I'm moving over there for the fucking Oscars.
But I didn't realize. Did you pick up on this, guys? That from 2029, the Oscars are exclusively on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were talking about that.
He did mention that. Yeah.
So what I just said a few minutes ago about it just being content, that's literally what the movie business is from there on in.
Yeah.
But you know what? Nobody watches broadcast television over here in the States anymore. They just don't. So it kind of makes sense that it would go to a streaming platform. I'm just surprised it's YouTube.
Well, they're the biggest ones, Jim.
Yeah.
I figured it would be like Disney Plus or whatever, because they own ABC, which technically has been the home of the Oscars forever.
Yeah.
Over here. Yeah. And what the hell? Disney owns everything else. So why shouldn't they own the Oscars too, you know? So
what you mentioned earlier, by the way, Ollie, about Billy Crystal hosting the Oscars, he's actually hosted it more than anybody. I think about 13 times. 13 times. I think Bob Hope is second. Would that be right?
Yeah.
Then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Bob Hope used to do it way back when, and then Billy Crystal kind of took the title. Which, when they did the Rob Reiner tribute last night, and Billy Crystal came out and started talking, I didn't recognize him at first.
No, he's
because I haven't seen him in a while, and it was like, holy shit, that's Billy Crystal, you know, because he went gray, and it was like, oh my god. But I thought that was a really nice moment.
Yeah, it was.
Except the camera guy fucked up so bad that we couldn't. Oh, again, I don't know if the coverage was different over by you guys, but literally, you couldn't see half the people that were on that stage. It was just like there was lots of technical issues last night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I started talking, and I couldn't understand a word she was saying. You know, when she was talking about Robert Redford.
Theater, Jim. Very small theater.
Yeah, I had to. I've been outside it. I was outside it a few years ago, but yeah, it's really small. But yeah, it's. I had to go back this morning over the Rob Reiner tribute just to confirm he was actually on stage, just to have a look, and I completely missed. Annette Bening was on stage. Kathy Bates was there. I had no idea. Yeah.
I saw the Spinal Tap guys.
There's two Spinal Tap
guys. Kathy Bates and
Jerry O'Connell.
Two guys from Stand By Me, and that was about it.
That's the same. Yeah.
Fred
John
Savage.
Cusack. I forgot about John Cusack. I saw
John Cusack was there. Fred Savage was there as well.
Yeah, I didn't know that until this morning.
Yeah, Kerry Ellis was there. Kiefer Sutherland was there. Yeah, it was. Yeah, nice. I had to go back over it just to confirm he was there because it was that quick. Yeah. Mandy Patinkin was there.
I saw him. Yeah,
because they were on stage for such a short time, and then they all turned around to look at the.
Yeah, you can't see.
Yeah, I had to go back and just to see who was there.
There's a really nice, about 30-minute video on YouTube of Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, and Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Reminiscing about their time on Stand By Me. They actually toured the States, I believe, Jim. But
they're doing that right now, actually.
Yeah. I hope they come over this neck of the woods. I mean, I think they'd get an audience for it, but it was really well done. And I mean, if you're talking about a reference quality 4K disc, like Stand By Me is it? Like it's just astonishingly good.
It is.
It's beautiful. And it's one of those films. It'll still be relevant 50 years from now.
Yeah. And it wasn't a huge hit at the time.
No.
Because I was managing the theater at the time, the cinema, as you guys would call it. And it was a sleeper, is what they would call it. You know, it got really good reviews and it flew under the radar. I mean, it certainly wasn't like a number one any week that it was out, you know, or whatever. But I read the original novella before I saw the movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is called The Body. Okay. Yeah. And I got to admit, man, I watched that movie the first time and it brought me to tears because it's just so good. It's just
you can see yourself in it.
Yeah. It's universal. You know, I didn't grow up in the 50s, even though you guys think that I'm like 150 years old. But, you know, I grew up in the 80s.
Look at Jim.
But again, you know, the 70s and 80s. But again, it's a universal story. Everybody can relate to, you know, the best part of that movie to me is the very last line, which ain't even spoken, where he's just typing and he says, I never had friends again like I did when I was 12, ... Jesus, does anyone? And it's such a great line because it's true. You know, when you're a kid, you have a certain core group of friends that you think you guys are going to be together forever.
Yeah.
And then you become adult and you turn around one day and you haven't talked to that person in 25 years. You know, it's just life.
That's life.
Yeah.
Actually, do any of you guys use audible.com?
No.
So they've re-released the book, The Body, and Will Wheaton reads it as his character as an adult rather than the original commentary in the movie, which I think is a nice touch.
Will Wheaton.
Yeah. He used to irritate the fuck out of me on Star Trek, but I think that he was supposed to.
He's supposed to,
yeah.
I tell you what,
Wheaton playing Wesley Crusher.
the best bit I thought about the Oscars was Matt Berry doing the announcing.
Yeah.
And when they cut to him he goes to him live from London. Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Tell you, she still looks good.
Yeah.
You know, I've a lot of people that whenever Sinners comes up, they talk about that they like the movie until the scene where the guy's singing the song that they did last night, and suddenly the electric guitars come in, kind of like what they recreated last night. Okay.
Yeah.
And I like that part of the movie, even though it did take me out of it originally, you know, because it's so jarring. But then once I went with it, I love it. But I don't care what anybody says. That performance last night was phenomenal.
It was.
It was incredible in my eyes. You know, I mean, no offense to K-pop Demon Hunters, okay? Yeah. If I'm going to listen to one of those songs, that's the one I'm going to listen to, you know?
I suppose fucking Pokemon will win next year.
Yeah.
Stacey says, will Martin McDonagh's movie with Steve Buscemi get awards next year? I'd imagine so. It's set for November. Wild Horses 9. And his films usually get Oscar buzz, so I'd imagine with it being released around then, all of his films have been, well, I say all of them, the last 2 for a fact have been big awards, darling, so I'd imagine this one would be no different though.
He did In Bruges, didn't he?
Yes.
He did, yes.
That's a fantastic film.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's still my favorite
that film.
From him.
It's with the Fat Family. Just with the Fat Family.
Oh, God.
Every time.
When Colin Farrell turns around and says, a fat fuck like you is never going to fit up there, just kill me.
Yeah. But, no offense, but you're a cunt. You always have to be a cunt. Chances are you always will be.
You cunt. Yeah. You got 2 little cunt kids. Hey, leave my kids out of it.
Yeah.
Not my cunt kids.
Ray Fiennes is brilliant. And Ray Fiennes doesn't get the credit he deserves. He's brilliant in that film.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, he is. It's an inanimate object. You're a fucking inanimate object.
Yeah.
All 3 of them are phenomenal in that movie.
Yeah, it's a fantastic film.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Stacey asks, did you like August Osage County? It's another film that's got a great cast.
Never watched it.
Never watched it.
It's a film that's got a great cast, but it just doesn't stick the landing fully. Yeah. There's too much going on in it, I think.
You've hit the nail on the head there, Ollie. It's an all right movie, but there's just nothing memorable about it apart from the cast.
Precisely.
That might take a flag.
It's like buying what you think are the 11 best footballers in the world, but they're not necessarily going to make a great team.
Yeah.
And that's just, the cast just don't gel in it at all to me.
Stacey says, I Play Rocky will get a large awards budget. Mark Duplass playing John Alvinson, and the whole movie looks interesting. Yeah, that's November as well.
Yeah, see, I can't get into predicting what may or may not be up for
Could be
Oscars
anything.
for shit that hasn't even been released yet.
No.
Because it's got pedigree behind it doesn't mean that it's good. Yeah. I remember when Ishtar was being made, people were like, "Oh, this is going to be a surefire, huge hit," and this, that, and it was not. You know, so.
But look
Heaven's
at this
Gate
now.
The other one.
Oh yeah.
You know, Heaven's Gate's going to sweep every Oscar there is because Michael Cimino did that with The Deer Hunter.
Yeah.
Well, say what you will about Heaven's Gate, it's not The Deer Hunter.
No, it's not.
No.
You know, so not to mention it also bankrupted a studio. So there you go.
But it's this time last year, who would have thought that Sinners would be the big awards film of the year?
Yeah, and a horror film to boot.
When it came out with the acclaim that it got, it didn't surprise me. It surprised me how many Oscars it got nominated for.
Yeah.
You know, but you got to remember when that movie first came out, the critics were making it sound like it was the greatest movie ever made. And that's why a lot of people were turned off by it when they actually saw it, because it was hyped up so high. And then they went and saw it, and immediately they were like, okay, this movie's okay, but it's not that great. Or, oh, this is just another From Dusk Till Dawn ripoff. And it's like, no, it's not.
It's not. It's its own thing. But it did start to trend with the 4K market. That really pisses me off. They released it on 4K quite quickly, but one disc package.
Yeah.
No Blu-ray, no special features, no slip cover a lot of the time as well too. And
they're doing that here a lot.
Yeah, that happened with One Battle After Another as well, if I remember correctly. And I'm not doing it anymore because, okay, if you want to do that, that's fine, but don't charge the fucking same price as you do for a 2-disc set with a slip cover, you know.
Yeah,
that's why I'm I'm still waiting for the Steelbook to come out.
Yeah.
I bought the other version of it. Yeah.
I think they probably waited for the Oscars, Jim, to see how it would, or Band to see how it would do, and then get a special collector's edition out or something like that.
They do that. They do that over here. They wait for the Oscars to happen, and then before they release it, they put a sticker on the front to say "winner of Best Picture" or
Oscar winner, Oscar nominee.
Yeah. They do that. So they wait for it to come out. Yeah.
But no, what gets me, Alan, kind of what you're saying is the reverse of that. Okay, I've got 4Ks on my shelf strictly because that's the only way I can get the Blu-ray. Because I don't have a 4K player. Yeah. Okay. And I'm not going to invest in one because, again, every time I invest in something, they change the format. And I'm like, fuck that. Okay. I'm too old, too broke. I'm sticking with Blu-ray. All right.
Yeah.
But I just picked up the Running Man 4K because, again, that's the only way I can get the Blu-ray. It's either DVD or that. And again, I don't mind it if, like what you're saying, if it's a 2-pack type situation. Okay. It used to be you'd get the DVD with the Blu-ray.
That's right. Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, you got to buy the 4K, but we'll throw the Blu-ray in with that. Okay. If that's the case, I ain't going to bitch about it. But I agree with you completely. They're doing that now over here where Arrow. Okay. I mean, you guys are all about Arrow over there. All right. We get about half of what Arrow puts out because, again, some of it's region A, some of it's region B or whatever. They're putting the special edition of Blue Thunder out. And I got so excited because I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
It's the Blu-ray that it has here in the States has been out of print for a decade. Okay. Yeah. And to get that Blu-ray, it's expensive as shit. All right. So when I heard that Arrow was putting that out, no offense, I got hard. I was like, oh God, this is great. 4K only.
Yeah.
It's only 4K. They're not putting the Blu-ray with it. And there's no separate edition where it's Blu-ray. It's 4K. That's it.
My theory on that, Jim, is I read a report recently that the sales of 4K are the only section of home physical media that's increasing in sales in the States. I think they're up something like 12-13%. So they've decided, well, fuck the Blu-ray and DVD brigade. We're just going to look after the 4K guys, which is really unfair. Because
you know what I really think is driving it, though, Alan? Not to interrupt. Why they're not doing Blu-rays dirty now is because PlayStations don't play Blu-rays anymore because everybody's got the digital version of their game systems.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Therefore, that was always a selling point from the PlayStations from PS3 up. You can play your Blu-ray movies on it. That's the Blu-ray format was more or less invented because of that. Okay, because it was a Sony patent originally. Right. Okay, now everything is digital. So therefore, they're like, okay, if they're going to be buying it, they're either buying the DVD still, because DVD is still the biggest thing in the market for whatever reason. I don't know why. Okay, I haven't bought a DVD in forever, unless that's the only way you can get something. But Blu-ray, like I said, I am perfectly happy with that format. To me, it is perfect.
It's a good format. It's a good format.
You know, 4K is great for certain movies.
Yeah.
But you don't need every fucking movie in 4K.
Correct.
Yeah.
HD is enough. I saw it when I first watched Apocalypto on my TV in Blu-ray. I was like, oh my God, I cannot get over how the fact I could see leaves on trees 30 yards behind the camera. It looks better here than it did on the big screen at the cinema. Okay. So what? If they get it on 4K, I'm going to see those leaves 35 yards in the distance. I don't need to see it. You know, what I've got is enough.
Yeah.
Especially with my shitty eyes.
Well, Blu-ray is still very viable. I mean, let's be honest, the best version of Goodfellas is on Blu-ray because the 4K shit.
Yeah. The 4K is bad. Yeah.
It's really bad.
I haven't seen it. I will say this, though, okay? I've got a 4K TV in the bedroom. And again, I bought the 4K Blu-ray of The Long Walk because it was that Steelbook
it's an
Amazon thing.
Packaging.
And I just liked it so much that I went ahead and bought it, okay? But that came with a digital code, and the digital code is the 4K digital code. And I got to admit, when I saw that movie in the bedroom on the digital, I was shocked at the difference. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, this looks amazing. So that was really my first experience with watching something truly in 4K. But it still wasn't enough for me to say, you know what, honey, I need to buy a 4K player today. Because I know if I do, I'm going to start over again, and she's going to divorce my ass. So,
well, she may do that anyway, Jim. She may do that anyway, Jim. You know,
could be, but you know, why tempt fate? You know, I'm sick of losing my shit every couple of years.
Yeah, I'm going to order Blue Thunder as well because I love that film.
Yeah.
Do you remember who played the part in the TV series, Jim?
James Fiorentino and
That's
Dana Carvey.
That's the one. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It only ran one season, I think, didn't it?
Not even a full season.
Yeah.
Because that came on TV the same time as Airwolf.
That's right.
Airwolf was a much bigger hit.
Yeah.
With Jan Michael Vincent and Ernest Borgnine.
Yeah.
So, but here's a little bit of trivia. I know Ollie's like, Jim, shut the fuck up. It's my show and you won't shut up. But that's what you get for telling me to come on. Blue Thunder. Okay.
Yeah.
1983. Saw that at the drive-in on a double bill with War Games.
Wow.
You know what those two movies have in common?
Go on.
They're both directed by John Badham.
Okay.
They both came out the same day and they were both hits. How often does a director have the #1 and the #2 movie in the country at the same time?
Well, how often does he have two films released at the same time?
Spielberg's about the only other one that I could think of.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a little bit of trivia. I saw a John Badham double feature and they were both brand new movies at the time.
Matthew Broderick.
Mm-hmm.
War Games. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That's the year I left school. I think it was one of the films we went when they throw you out of school a few days early in Ireland when you're officially finished. 4 days later, they tell you to fuck off and come back when the exams are on. So we went into town and watched Scarface and that as well shortly. Yeah. The funny thing about Scarface was I went in with 5 of my mates. There was 6 of us all together, and as in the days when you still had ushers, and she came along and asked all my mates for ID. They didn't have any, so she fucked them out. She didn't ask me. so the advantage of looking old. So I got 6 extra Cokes and 3 more buckets of popcorn to get through.
So you've got that Wilford Brimley superpower.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Benjamin Button in reverse.
Pete, say hello, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
Spectre says, was there a Christopher Lee performance that he should have got an Oscar nom for?
Lord
of the Rings.
Who's he?
Howling 2.
To be honest with you, I've always maintained, and I will maintain to my dying day, nobody's gotten close to him as Dracula.
Yeah, he's my favorite Dracula as well.
He's way, way ahead. Bela Lugosi, when he's going into
I'll be right back.
Somebody looks like he's gone for a word as original or something, for fuck's sake. But no, I just think he just embodied that character. And I just think the 1958 Dracula, which is coming out this year on the 4K collector's edition with Hammer, and no, I'm not on any money for that. I just think he totally inhabits that role. Even when he's not in the scene, you can feel his presence. It takes a really good actor to do that. And that's the film that really put Hammer on the map. It was a massive hit in America. Actually, Universal sold the rights to Dracula to Hammer on the proviso that they would be allowed to distribute the movie in America, which they did, and it actually saved them from going into bankruptcy. So it was a huge film for them as well. So yeah, I think he deserved it. Of course, it's in the days when horror movies had no chance of getting nominated for Oscars.
Yeah. Andy, do you have any?
Maybe something like supporting roles for like Saruman, Lord of the Rings, or
Scaramanga. It's a good show.
Yeah, maybe those two. Yeah.
Andy, did you know that Christopher Lee is a cousin of Ian Fleming?
Yes.
Cousin?
Yeah, they were cousins.
Yeah.
And actually, the physicality of Bond was very much influenced by what Christopher Lee looked like. He was actually in the running to play the part before Sean Connery did.
A badass before he became an actor.
Yeah.
He was like your equivalent of a Navy SEAL. I mean, he was a badass in the war.
Yeah. He saw the last public execution by guillotine in Paris.
Wow.
If you ever get a chance, he has an autobiography called Lord of Misrule, which is hard to get, but he genuinely wrote it himself. And it's a fantastic read. What a life that guy had. He released 2 heavy metal albums in his 90s, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, he's fascinating bloke.
Yes.
Jim, is there any performances that you want to mention?
Yeah, The Howling 2. My sister is a werewolf.
That is very firmly tongue-in-cheek, I guess, Jim. Yeah.
He should have gotten an Oscar just for being in that piece of shit.
Yeah. He apologized to Joe Dante, didn't he?
Yeah,
when he filmed Gremlins 2.
I just love the story. I saw the interview with him where he said that he was there and the costumes showed up for that piece of shit, and they were old costumes from the Planet of the Apes movies. And they were freaking out saying, these are supposed to be werewolves and they're monkeys, this won't work. And he's like, don't worry, dear boy, I will act and people will believe it. And he's like, what are you talking about? They can obviously see that they're monkeys. And he's like, yes, but if I don't act like they're monkeys, they'll believe it. And it's like, you know what? You rock, Christopher Lee. So, there's a movie of his, and I say of his, but he had a very small role in it, but he stole the goddamn movie. And I guarantee none of you guys have ever heard of it, but it's called Serial from 1980. Oh,
you've mentioned it before, yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned
He's got a very small part, but he starts off as Martin Mull's boss, and he's like the boss from hell. And it turns out that his alter ego is a leader of a gay motorcycle club. And he goes driving around with a silver helmet that covers his face, and he calls himself Skull. And seeing Christopher Lee in assless chaps with a guy on the back of a motorcycle is funny as hell. You should really check it out and track it down if you get a chance. It's a very funny movie.
Yeah.
Nearly 400 movies the guy did.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You just don't do that anymore.
Spectre said, snap, Alan, I love The Wolfman. Best Universal horror movie I've seen up to this point.
Yeah. Good taste.
That was my favorite when I was a kid.
How's the Spaceballs Mel Brooks commentary? Stacey wants to know.
I haven't watched it yet.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fair play to him for staying alive for the sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Chase Infinity Gillian Anderson drama looks good. It's about a math club in England, the Judy set. Have no idea what you talked about, Stacey, but okay. Spectre says, what's your channel name, Alan? Go on, plug your channel, Alan.
Oh, go on then. Physical Media Lives.
Yeah, go and check Alan out. Great channel.
Thank you.
Get him to the right amount of subs. What subs are you on at the moment, Alan?
I actually broke 100 today.
Nice.
Oh,
amazing.
Congratulations.
Well done. Well done, sir.
Yeah.
I had to beat the crap out of my mother for it to happen, but
We need to get Alan to 200. So everybody that's watching that isn't already subscribed to Alan, go and give him a sub. You won't regret it. Great channel, great videos. Yeah, just go and give him a watch. Very knowledgeable guy.
Thank you very much,
As
Ali.
you can tell.
I'm going to let you off that Ribena now. So.
Okay. One less to send.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Glenn Powell and the Running Man? Should they have had a bigger name in the role of Ben Richards?
He's not the problem of that movie.
No.
He's not. He's fine. It's the movie, like I said, the movie's not bad, okay? But if you're comparing it, or a lot of people think that it's a remake of the original movie, and it's not. It's an adaptation of the actual novel, which Schwarzenegger movie was not.
No.
So they're totally different things. But I thought Powell was fine. I thought everybody.
Completely
the person in that movie that I liked the most, though, the one who stole the movie for me, was Coleman Domingo.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. He was just fucking hilarious, just with his delivery. This is America, goddammit. Yeah. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree with you on that. It's
just what I said earlier. It's just content now.
Yeah.
Shove it out. And don't tell me that when Paramount and Warner Brothers merge, which they probably will now at this stage, do not tell me that if a film is dying on its arse 2 weeks in, they're not going to put it. Because of course they will. Because it's all about the dollar bill. End of story.
What's even funnier than that is when the guy says that they're going to release like anywhere from 30 to 40 movies a year theatrically between the two studios. And it's like, my ass, you guys aren't releasing 20 now a piece.
No.
So why would you suddenly, do that? So,
Jim, if you look at any of takeovers that have gone before, and there's been plenty of them, output always goes down.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. Look at Fox. Look at Fox. Look how many actual 20th century studios film. We used to get like 10 to 15 a year. You get about 5 from 20th century studios a year now, if you're lucky. Yeah. I mean, I think one year we only got like 4 after the mergers. Like nothing. It's like the brand names just disappearing slowly.
You're getting more from the small, medium-sized studios than you are from the big ones.
Like A24.
Lionsgate still cranks out quite a bit.
They're terrific,
each year.
Yeah.
A24, like you said, Ollie. Blumhouse used to, but Neon is starting to become a bigger thing. The problem with Neon is that they don't release things on enough screens.
Yeah.
I mean, The Substance was critically acclaimed and up for all those Oscars. I don't think it ever got on more than 2,000 screens here at once here in the States. Whereas any Fast and the Furious movie has double that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not because of prints. It used to be there's not enough prints to go around. Everything's digital now.
Yeah.
100%. So it's just the big boys are still getting all of the screens, including the IMAX screens. Okay. And again, they're just saturating everything with the same crap over and over and over. How many more fucking Avatar movies do we really need?
Yeah.
Especially when they're talking about the last one cleared over $1 billion, but they're saying that it was a flop compared to the other two. And it's like, how in the fuck is that possible? That you made over $1 billion, but it's a box office disappointment. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. None. And because of that, that's the reason why a lot of, you were talking about the horror movies of the 80s, okay? The 70s and the 80s, everything was better as far as movies went because everything was mid-budget.
Yeah.
Okay? And the studios would put one big budget movie per year at best.
Yeah.
But everything else would be low to mid-budget, and you got a wide variety of movies to choose from. Now we've got 5 tentpole movies and 5 IPs that we want to exploit, and we got to put a shitload of money behind each one of them. Okay? The Running Man had a budget of like $60-70 million. Okay, at least, probably more than that. Okay, that fucking Sisu movie had a budget of maybe a third of that, and it's 10 times better.
100%.
You know what I mean? And I'm not shitting on The Running Man. I'm just using that as an example.
That's a good example. I mean, Godzilla -1 cost fuck all.
Yeah, perfect example.
That's a fantastic film.
Best Godzilla movie I've ever seen. It's probably 100%. The best kaiju movie I've ever seen. Yeah. And it had, again, the catering budget of any of the MonsterVerse movies.
I've always had this theory that if you don't have a lot of money to play with, what you've got to do is focus on a really good story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where we all win. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter what genre of movie you like. I think we all like multiple genres, but all you want is a good story. Simple as that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Just competence. Just a competent storytelling movie. That's all we.
It's not about money. Apologies for using a geeky reference, but I'm a big Doctor Who fan, and Disney Plus got into bed with them, gave them a shed load of fucking money, and says, "There you go, lads. See what you can do with that." They did absolutely nothing with it. They put state-of-the-art special effects in, whatever. The show looked fantastic, but there was no story. Absolutely no story. I've been a Doctor Who fan for nearly 60 years. I couldn't give a flying fuck if it doesn't come back.
Well, it is. Unfortunately, it's coming back. But I don't think Disney have gone now. That they're not going to be responsible for this.
Disney have pulled away from it now. But they're supposed to be coming back with a Christmas Day special. But they haven't started shooting.
What are they going to do? Yeah, and what are they going to do?
They need to start shooting in the next couple of weeks to get that out and made on time. And, the very last episode was they brought Billie Piper back supposedly as the Doctor, but she's already said she's not. So they haven't even maybe Jim could do it.
Do you know the best
I've
thing
never
to
watched
do?
a single episode of Doctor Who, believe it or not.
They need to, what they need to do is they need to, what Russell T Davies did, which was the backup, which is what brought people back, is bring David Tennant back in and work
that again.
But he's there, or don't do like a main Doctor Who series, do something different whilst they work out where they're going to go with it.
Yeah,
because they can't keep it off air for too long, because if they keep it off air for too long, I think now that would be it.
Yeah. But see, David Tennant is the reason why I'm pissed off with it. And he's actually one of my favourite Doctors, but they brought him back. Yeah. Andy, have you watched Doctor Who ever?
Yeah. I've watched quite a bit of the older ones, and I've watched up to, I think I watched up to Jodie Whittaker when the revival came back.
So when I lost interest was, the concept is when the guy is leaving the role, he regenerates into somebody else.
Yeah.
So they brought David Tennant back when Jodie Whittaker finished up, which was a strange idea anyway. But then when he regenerates, he didn't regenerate.
By regeneration.
It's called bi-generation. So literally, he goes all fuzzy, his head gets a bit dizzy. He says, could somebody pull my arm? And somebody pulls his arm and shooty gaffer shits out the side of him.
Literally.
That's one thing I don't like about it, is it feels like it's making up the rules as it goes along.
Yeah. Do you know what actually reminded me of with the Star Wars movies, with the last one, the second last one, when basically Yoda said, the Force is a load of shit anyway. So you wipe out the whole mythology that the series was built around. Yeah. And it's gone now.
I thought he was a solid Doctor, though. I think it's just the writing. There were some standout episodes I liked. Was it Boom? The one on the mine. I thought that was great.
That was well written. Stephen Moffat wrote that.
Yeah, and 73 Yards I thought was excellent as well.
Yeah, but it's what it's all about. And let's start about episodes now. It used to be 13 episodes a season, and it was gone down to 7 or 8 by the end.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're still there. You're just frozen.
We can hear you. You're froze. There you go.
Am I here?
I don't know.
When it's good,
there you are.
When it's good, we call it Doctor Who, but when it's poor, it's called Doctor Who Gives a Fuck.
You're not wrong.
Now I can't hear either of you guys, and he's gone.
Me and Andy are taking over the universe.
Yeah.
He did mention war games. That's what's happened now.
Yeah, we talk too much about war games and
I'm gonna have to go back on replay to make sure you guys aren't talking.
Hello.
Shit about me. No, now I can hear you.
I can hear you now.
Now we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you disappeared, and then they started talking shit about me.
Hello.
Nothing new there, Jim. Nothing new there.
Is Jim here?
He's there.
Jim's here.
No, Jim's just spinning for me. I can see you guys now, though.
I think that's what he normally looks like, in fairness.
Yeah.
What, just like a white spinning circle?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jim, then.
Hi there.
I can't remember what we were talking. We're talking about Doctor Who now.
We can move on from that because I don't want to bore listeners. The guys in the comments.
No, but I was going to say, I think of Shooty's episodes. I think the first season, Boom and 73 Yards was the best.
They were excellent. Yeah, they were excellent. Yeah.
And I think I'm trying to think the second season now. Bloody struggling to remember the episodes. There was at least one solid episode in that.
Yeah.
The one that was the throwback to Midnight I liked.
Yeah, that wasn't bad either. Yeah.
That was good one.
It was so obvious in the last episode though that they had to reshoot because they were just waiting for Disney Plus to come back and say whether they're giving them more money or not, and there was no answer. And apparently he just said, "Listen, lads, I've got loads of work." He sat on his ass for 6 months basically. He was being offered loads of work left, right, and centre. He said, "Look, guys, can you just tell me, are we coming back or not?" And he just lost his patience and said, "Listen, that's it, guys. I'm going to get out of here." So they had to rewrite half the last episode and regenerate him. And it's so obvious it was just thrown together in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was a shame because the finale started off strong, and then when they had that awful CGI, it was awful. Yeah. It's like the end of the first season as well. That was awful.
Yeah. I just think history has a habit of repeating itself. It went off the air in 1989 for about 16 years. Maybe that's what they need to do now. Just give it a break for a few years and come back with a new team in a few years from now and try it then.
Yeah. Pete says, still haven't seen one battle after another, but I'll give it a go now after watching Best Film. Still surprised at all the love for Sinners. Oscars definitely had more popular films this year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It wasn't much arty-farty shy.
No, that's true.
I would have been happy if either one of them would have won Best Picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Battle was my third favorite movie for the year, and Sinners was my fourth. So,
yeah. Have you seen Hard Truths? Do you think the actress Marianne Jean-Baptiste was snubbed for that? very good film, and she's excellent in it. But it's not because Jim's shrugging his shoulders. He's not even heard of it. It's like a smaller British film directed by Mike Leigh, who's one of our.
Yeah, I know who he is, but
again,
and I know who she is, but I've never heard of that movie.
Apparently, he's got another one in the can that's ready to come out soon. He's old. He's really old now. He's like in his 90s. He's got to be.
So is Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
What did you say, Andy?
No, I was just going to say that Hard Truths is a really good film.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was fantastic. The characters, I mean, she's a right horrible bitch in it.
Oh, she's miserable as fuck. She's just like,
I watched it with my mum and I said, she needs to bloody cheer up. My mum said. But it's like the bit, I love the whole bit in the supermarket where she's just having an argument with everyone at the checkout, and then she goes to drive out and she has an argument with the bloke over the parking space.
Hang on a minute. My mother never told me she was in a film. That's her fucking life story.
She's miserable as sin. She's horrible to her husband. She's horrible to her son.
You can see
like to her sister.
You can see like how like the other family members. You can see like how down they are, and they just don't want to sort of upset her because they know how it'll kick her off. But yeah,
the bloke that played her husband, I thought was excellent.
Yeah, and the sister, her sister, they're just two polar opposite people.
Yeah,
the other sister is just so chatty with everyone and wants to get on with her life, and she has a great relationship with her daughters. But she's just like, they invite her around, and it's just the most fucking awkward fucking family gathering. They're just sat there like, we don't want to upset her, we don't want to piss her off because she'll just go off on one.
Yeah,
but it is a really good film.
Yeah, both of you guys need to check it out.
If you've not seen it, I've highly recommend it.
Yeah, me too.
Let's check that out. Check that out.
The same with I Swear, because that didn't really get any Oscar buzz either.
And same studio as well. Yeah, Studio Clown.
That movie got more buzz over here in the States because of what happened at the BAFTAs than anything.
It's only just come out over there, hasn't it, though?
I think it's already on streaming over here. I don't think
it.
Yeah.
I wonder if Jamie Foxx watched it yet.
Yeah.
I wonder if Jamie Foxx watched it yet.
He's gone right down in my... I put right off of him after what he said.
He was a knobhead for saying that.
He was a knob, yeah.
Yeah.
Spectre says 2008 we had In Bruges and Tropic Thunder. Why can't we just go back before everybody was offended by the Spectre? I said it. I said it in my latest weekly watches videos because obviously I've gone through and watched/rewatched all the American Pie films, and it's just like, why can't we have humor? Like I said, I'd love to see another American Pie film again, but the worry now would be, can they make it funny, or is it just going to be beating around the bush, just get trying to make jokes that aren't going to be offensive to anyone, but also trying to be funny? Like, is it just going to be like fart jokes or stuff like most of the comedies now, because they're worried that they're going to offend a niche group of people? And I said in my video, and I got quite annoyed. So I had to pull myself back because it's like, if you think you're going to be offended, or if you are offended by the subject matter of a film, don't watch it, and then you can't be offended by it. And it's as simple as that. Yeah. Not every film is made for everybody on this planet. If a film's not for you, if you think you're going to get offended by a film because of the comedy or the subject matter, it's not just for comedy. It can go for any film. There could be a subject matter that you feel offended by just because of the subject it's dealing with. If you don't like the sound of it, don't watch it, and you can't get offended by it. End of.
Yeah.
Some people have already made their mind up they're going to be offended before they even watch the bloody thing.
Yeah, precisely,
Ricky Gervais summed it up perfectly to me. I saw an interview with him recently, and he did a stand-up show, I think it was in the States, and he was backstage signing a few autographs, and one woman just looked at him and said, "You're very offensive." And he says, "No, I'm not." He says, "You think I'm offensive, but that doesn't mean you're right."
Yep.
Yeah, true.
I've always said about me, okay, because I've got a very low ball sense of humor.
No. Have you?
I'm an equal opportunity offender. Okay.
Yeah.
I make fun of everybody equally.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that what I'm saying should be taken as offense, because again, it's a joke.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, one of the things that we learned was sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. And I think that's been forgotten.
Yeah.
Because words, unless it's actual hate speech, okay, isn't hurtful. If you're bullying somebody, okay, that's one thing. If you're making a joke about something, okay, I mean, I was on somebody's stream the other day and I said, hey, I remember when I was a kid that I would say, one of the jokes that I remember vividly as a child is, how do you make Polish sausage? From a retarded pig. That joke is still fucking funny. But if you said it today, you'd offend two different groups.
Yeah.
The Polish people and the retarded people. Not to mention the retarded Polish people would be up in arms. It's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
You know? It ain't what you say, it's the way that you say it.
Yeah.
It's like this. It's like as if they take jokes like that as a personal attack.
Yeah.
And it's like, no.
And to me, that's a display of narcissism, because it's like, you know what? It's not always about you.
Yeah.
It's a fucking joke. You know, I mean, it's just. And again, I think a lot of it is a generational thing, because, and again, it's not the younger generation's fault. Okay, we're the ones that produced them, and we're the ones that fucking coddled them and circled them and made sure that everybody got a participation trophy and everybody got some sort of positive reinforcement, as opposed to getting their asses yelled at when they're being brats. That sort of bullshit. And then they grew up, and there's an entire generation of douchebags that get offended by everything. And even if they're not offended by it, they think somebody is, so therefore they got to go online and bitch about it regardless.
Yeah.
That's the part that really gets me.
Yeah, but the
I'll be on
behind
media,
keyboards,
and I'll see people that are screaming up and down. And again, I know this is a movie thing. I'm trying to stay out of politics and shit, but just for shits and grins, okay? Say the whole Gaza situation for the last couple of years, okay? We got protesters over here on both sides, and yet neither one of them have anything to do with what's going on over there. You know what I mean? It'd be different if these two sides that were protesting had a vested interest in what was happening, instead of some guy who's on a college campus being bored and saying, you know what, I think I'm going to go protest this because it seems like it's the right thing to do. Fuck that. You know what I mean?
I'm guaranteeing you 60 to 70% of those people don't even know what they're protesting over.
No. No. It's not like the civil rights back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Or the against Vietnam in the 80s, or even in Tiananmen Square in the 90s. Those people were protesting for significant reasons, and they were getting their asses kicked doing it. Okay? It ain't like nowadays where it's like, okay, I'm going to go protest, but first I got to stop at Starbucks and get my latte.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, Alan.
No, that's all right. Spectre says an F1 sequel got greenlit as well.
Surprise,
surprise. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. Just because everyone's like, Brad Pitt's really busy, Joseph Kosinski's really busy. Is it actually ever going to happen, or is it just going to be in development hell and never see the light of day?
It doesn't merit a sequel.
It doesn't need one. No, it's a fine film on its own.
It's a standalone film.
It's a popcorn movie, Jim, as I said earlier on.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. I was surprised that it was nominated for all the Oscars that it was. And I'm not saying that it didn't deserve the technical awards, but you're trying to tell me that was one of the 10 best movies of the year? It's a popcorn movie. Yeah. It's a popcorn movie, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It's one of my 10 best films of the year.
Fine. But
what
upsets me is when a movie like that gets those kind of award nominations, and a movie like The Life of Chuck doesn't even get a sniff.
True. Yeah,
that's a terrific movie.
Yeah. Stacey says Coleman Domingo, Best Supporting Actor Oscar nominee for Michael, perhaps. Who knows?Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
How could you
What's going
predict
on with that
shit
film?
that you haven't seen? That hasn't even been.
You can't predict.
Stacey, would you send me the lotto numbers for this weekend?
Yes,
please?
Absolutely.
But I don't even know what's going on with that film, because they announced the soundtrack end of last week, and it seemed the film would suggest that it ends with Bad,
Probably.
the release of Bad.
Oh, they're not.
So
the Michael
is it going to be
Jackson
split into
estate
two?
backed this movie, so they're not going to show any of the.
Not at all.
It'll
No.
probably
So they're not
end
going to
with
do
him,
it in
like,
two
burning
parts
up
like
in
the
the Pepsi
rumors were.
commercial, and that'll probably be it. Then he came back, you know.
But are they
This
going to
is-
split
yeah.
it into two parts like they've rumored to be? Because where's like The Man in the Mirror and all that? Where's all those
Again,
songs?
that when you start tackling that part of his career, and then that's about the time that the allegations started against him. And if that's going to be the case, it ain't going to be the Michael Jackson family that are behind the movie. It's going to be somebody else.
But
And
sure,
the Jackson
the kid-
estate's going to be suing their asses trying to stop that shit.
But isn't the kid that's playing him a cousin of the
Yeah.
Nephew.
His nephew, I think. Yeah.
Nephew?
Yeah. I don't know.
But they filmed, from what I read, it had a lot of problems because it was supposed to come out like sort of this time last year. But the family, not the Jackson family, but the family of one of the people that accused him basically filed a lawsuit because apparently the film did go into that part, but they won the lawsuit and they weren't allowed to use any of that footage. So that's why it was delayed, because they had to completely re-edit the film.
But again, it might be something different than that too, because they might have been trying to paint a narrative that isn't true, and that's why the family was, so
precisely, yeah.
It could be something as far as a disclaimer at the end of the movie. Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
And
We
again,
shall have to wait and
I'm
see
kind of
that
surprised that movie got greenlit, consider how everything is fucking canceled these days.
How
can you make a movie about that? You
know what's coming out next year? Kevin Spacey, the movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Kevin Spacey
starring
playing Jimmy
Kevin
Savile.
Spacey as Kevin Spacey.
What
Jimmy Savile story.
Oh, Jesus
Christ.
I
think Gary Glitter might be doing the soundtrack.
Oh, jeez. I have actually seen Michael Jackson twice in concert.
Michael Jackson, as far as a singer and musical talent goes, is unparalleled.
Class.
He's unparalleled.
Yeah.
I will listen to his music until the day I die.
Yeah.
I just don't want him babysitting my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So,
favorite Mike Leigh movies or scenes? I have to by default go with Hard Truths because it's the only film of his I think I've seen.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
No, can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Probably the scene where everything sort of gets exposed and comes to a head in Secrets and Lies with Timothy Spall. Like, he's so good. He's so good in that film.
He's a good actor, Timothy Spall.
Yeah, I do like him.
That's probably his best film, in my opinion, Secrets and Lies.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah, too highbrow for me.
Did Michael? That's not the film about the painter Turner, is it?
No,
Mike Leigh do that as well.
Oh, he might have done. I'm not sure.
Because I know he's worked with him a few times, Timothy Spall.
Mr. Turner. Yeah, I've got that. That is one of his films. I've not seen it. I've got it there.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good film. It's a good film.
Yeah.
Timothy Spall is what we used to call them character actors back in the day, Jim, didn't we? See you, Jim. That was a real entrance, wasn't it? Or exit. He's got to come back in an Elvis suit now, is he?
Yeah. Oh dear.
But yeah, Secrets and Lies. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Kino calls you. They say pick a 90s movie that underperformed and want to produce a commentary and special edition for them with who, etc. Andy, do you want to answer for this one? You've got all the Kinos. Got a film in mind?
Yeah. It's an early 90s film called Teen Agent. Well, it was called Teen Agent over here, but in the States it was called Could Kill.
Yeah. You've said that before. I'd like to see that one, yeah.
I've got so much nostalgia for that movie. Yeah, it's just a fun, silly teenage version of James Bond, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you go for, Alan? Have you got one?
Yep. Pacific Heights.
Good choice, yeah.
I was thinking about that film today.
That's a brilliant film. Michael Keaton's just phenomenal. And I don't think it did underperform, didn't it? I don't think it did that well. But I just thought it was a class movie.
The scary thing about that movie is it feels like it could happen in real life.
Yeah. Well, you should see some of the guys I lived with over the years. Bloody sure it can happen in real life.
Oh, man.
Spectre says subbed. There you go, Alan.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I love his avatar as well, actually.
Yeah,
Trying to look to see. I can see it's Action Heroes.
Yeah.
F1 or Ford v Ferrari?
Oh, Ford versus Ferrari is a much better
one.
film. No, Ford versus Ferrari is
You
a much
reckon?
better movie. Yeah. Better
If
characters.
you're talking about pure entertainment, blockbuster, like you say, I'd go F1. But if you go in interesting story, Ford v Ferrari, I would say.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, Ollie. I think F1 is just the mindless entertainment, but Ford v Ferrari is the deeper dive, true story, better made movie. Yeah.
Matt Damon and Christian Bale are terrific in that.
They are.
Yeah.
There is an F1 sequel in the works. It was announced at the office. It's called Cat Fuck.
Fuck off. Yeah, I remember that joke actually.
Right. We will move on to the movie news roundup. I'll try and keep it brief so we can move on to our main topic. But I need to sit up in my chair properly. So the first topic of this week is just before we went live, it was announced that A Quiet Place 3 has officially been greenlit and has been given a release date of, I've got it in front of me, July the 9th, 2027, so next summer. It is going to obviously star Emily Blunt returning from the first film and the second film, along with Millicent Simmons and Noah Jupe, who play her children. Cillian Murphy's also returning for the third film. And they've also added Jack O'Connell, Jason Clarke, and Katie O'Brien from The Running Man to the film, which is going to be released, like I said, next summer. Are you guys looking forward to this one?
I'll give it a go.
I'd be controversial here. I think the prequel is the best of the three of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the prequel because I had no expectations of it. Because I'd seen the first two and I enjoyed it. The first one's a brilliant movie, I'll give you that. Second one's a little bit weaker, but I just had no expectations for the prequel. Now, it might have a lot to do with the fact that I have a major crush on Lupita Nyong'o. That might have something to do with it, maybe, but I actually just thought it was a really good film. In a sense, it would have been nice if that one had come out first and then led on to the next two after that. But, you know, if Cillian Murphy's in it, I'll watch it because we always support our own over here in Ireland. So, and he's on a good role at the moment. And if, to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen Emily Blunt in a bad film.
Yeah.
She always brings something to it. So, is her husband involved in the directing?
Right,
writing?
producing and directing.
Okay, well then I'd be more confident about that then, because that guy is a very talented filmmaker.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
And there's been enough time between the second one and now, and he's obviously had time to sit down, maybe come up with some new ideas. So yeah, I'll definitely go and see it.
Yeah,
definitely
nice.
go and see it.
Andy, you agree? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go and see it because I love the first two. I'm not so hot on the prequel as much as Alan is, but yeah, I do enjoy the first two. So yeah, I'll see it. Yeah.
If you're talking great scenes in movies, Emily Blunt in the bathtub giving birth is, my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, now we'll move on to Oscars talk. So we'll run through all of the winners, and we can briefly all give our thoughts on them if we have any to go on. I'll go from the bottom, so it's the smaller categories up to the top. So Best Original Song went to Golden for K-Pop Demon Hunters. Any thoughts on that one, guys? I've not seen the film myself, so I can't really comment.
I'm not having it. I think the Sinner song should have won.
Yeah.
But then I'm old, so it's just not my type of music.
Yeah,
okay.
Fair enough. Andy, what do you think on that one?
Yeah, I think it was just a popularity contest because
although
it doesn't appeal to us, we don't really see the juggernaut that is K-pop music at the minute.
Yeah.
just because we're not the target audience for it. But I've got nothing against K-pop. At the end of the day, it brings people a lot of joy, and that's a good thing, you know.
That's fair.
With all the shit that's going on in the world right now. But yeah,
sorry about that.
Oh, Chip.
No problem.
Never a dull moment.
I've got nothing against it as a genre of music, but yeah, I think it's just one because it's popular. It's just a popular song. It's a popular film, rather than giving it to the award to the song that technically should deserve it. But yeah, I'm happy either way, to be honest.
Jim, thoughts on Golden? I know you love K-pop Demon Hunters.
No, I was hoping the Sinner song was going to win, but again, I could care less.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
Actually, you know what? I don't even know what the song was, but I wanted Diane Warren to finally fucking win. That woman's been nominated like 18 times, and she's never won.
Yeah.
Because every year there's some Pixar movie or something out that year that takes her shit, you know, but yeah. I couldn't tell you any of those songs except for the one from Sinners. So
yeah, what would you say? What are your thoughts on A Quiet Place Part 3 and Cillian Murphy's returning with Emily Blunt, the two kids?
Wasn't there already a Part 3?
No, this is a sequel to the second film.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like a
continuation. And it's got Jason Clarke, Jack O'Connell, and Katie O'Brien joining the cast.
I could care less who's in it, as long as you got plenty of good alien shit, and it's as intense as the other two movies. Actually, three movies, because I like all three of those movies.
Yeah. Krasinski's coming back to write, produce, and direct it, so
yeah, that's cool. I like those movies.
Yeah, they're well-made movies.
Yeah. Best international feature went to Sentimental Value. Another one I've not seen, so I can't really comment on it.
I like Stellan Skarsgård as an actor.
Me too.
You know, old school guy.
Yep.
Always gives a good solid performance, and he's in. I've not seen the film, so it wouldn't be fair to comment on it, but it was nice for a guy his vintage to get nominated, and you know, for the film to get an award of any sort of recognition. It's great for his home country of Sweden as well.
Yeah. Jim, you haven't seen that one yet, have you, Jim?
I hadn't seen any of the 5 international movies this year. I mean, the only international movie that I can recall seeing this year was Sisu, and that's in English. It's not a foreign language film. It's
yeah.
You know, it was made in Finland, but it's still in English, so that wouldn't qualify.
Andy?
Yeah, I was okay with it because I thought out of the 5 nominated, it probably is the most popular one. But if it was up to me, I would have gone with The Voice of Hind Rahib for Best Foreign Picture, because that movie is absolutely insanely good. It's harrowing, that movie. It's just awful, because it's about like a group of emergency services people taking phone calls in Gaza, and it says at the start of the movie the phone calls you're about to hear are real.
Okay.
And obviously the movie's called The Voice of Hind Rahib, and it's about a girl who was stuck in the middle of a crossfire and she had to hide in a car. And it's about these rescuers who they have to get the green light that it's safe to go into before they can go and rescue people. But it is just a harrowing movie. It's absolutely insanely good. I would have gone with that personally over Sentimental Value.
Nice. Then we've got Best Cinematography, which went to Autumn Durald Kapoor for Sinners. I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, first woman ever to win that award as well.
Oh, is it really? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. Even better then, I think. You guys
nice shots in that movie. Nice shots in that movie.
Yeah, I agree.
The only thing that I would go for One Battle After Another because of the car chase.
Yeah,
the way that's shot.
Oh god, yeah,
fantastic.
But that is the next one, Best Film Editing, which went to One Battle After Another.
Well, yeah, but again, it's also shot in that format.
Yeah,
the way that it's shot, you know, with the the far shots and stuff. It is. There's some beautiful shots in that.
Yeah.
So either one of those winning would have been fine with me.
Yeah. No, don't have a problem with either those victories. No issues at all from me.
Yeah. Best sound went to F1. Good choice, I think, for that category. I think it fits well.
Sense.
Yeah. Best original score also went to Sinners for Ludwig Göransson.
Yep.
Good choice, I think.
That's
really good score.
Yeah.
Since my favorite score of the year wasn't nominated, I would definitely go with that. Because I still think the score of The Long Walk is
it's really good.
Fantastic. It's so good.
Yeah. Best documentary feature went to Mr. Nobody Against Putin. Not familiar with that one.
It looks an interesting film.
Yeah,
I must admit, it does look an interesting film, but I've not seen it.
Yeah.
No. And then best documentary shot went to All the Empty Rooms. Nobody knew? No.
No, not doing it.
Best visual effects. Best visual effects went to Avatar: Fire and Ash.
It's a Dublin man that won that. It's a Dublin man that won that. From Tala in Dublin, yeah. So I think I was always going to win.
Yeah, it was. It's Avatar. I mean,
yeah.
You can say what you want. You can say what you want about the stories, but you can't take anything away about how those movies look.
Yeah. I hate the Space Smurf movies, but they look fantastic.
Yeah, amazing.
Best production design went to Frankenstein.
Yeah,
solid choice.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it, so
absolutely love that film.
I do too. Yeah,
and I'm just pissed that it's Criterion that are bringing it out on 4K because they'll do fuck all with it.
Yeah. Best live action short: The Singers and Two People Exchanging Salivas. Weird name for short,
sounds like my average weekend, Ollie.
Yes.
Yeah, that was interesting. That because it was a tie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
had a bit of a hoo-ha. So it's ironic that the category was for best short film, yet it took twice as long.
You even made a joke about that shit. Conan did when the speeches were over.
Yeah, that's right. Conan O'Brien made a joke about the presenter. What's his name? Kamil Najani or something like that. He says the guy with the body of a Marvel superhero and the voice of a comics collector.
Best casting went to One Battle After Another.
That's fair, I think. Yeah.
It's fair, but you could argue Sinners as well, I suppose, for that one.
Yeah, it's a new category, isn't it? So we don't really know.
It's for casting agent.
Yeah.
I could think of 3 other movies off the top of my head that I think should have been nominated.
The Long Walk.
Have a better ensemble. The Long Walk's one of them.
The Life of Chuck.
Yep, that's another one. But the other one that nobody talks about is Weapons.
Yeah.
Because that ensemble is phenomenal.
Tell you what, Andy, we mentioned JFK earlier on, Andy. If that award had been around back then, they'd have walked away with that one.
They'd have walked away.
Yeah. Best makeup and hairstyling went to Frankenstein as well, which I think's solid.
That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer.
What I find really intriguing about that is, though, they had worked with Andrew Garfield for 8-9 months on makeup, and then Jacob Elordi's thrown in at the last minute, so they really had to work their asses off. To get that makeup right. Some people say they didn't, but I think it's spot on.
I do too, yeah. They also won best costume design, which again, just the outfits in that I think were excellent.
Yeah.
Everything visually about that film, all the aspects visually that you see in that film, so the costume design, the hair and makeup, all of that, I think, were just for the production design. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful looking film and a beautiful story.
The color palette is amazing in it.
Yeah, it was really well.
It'll be a phenomenal 4K disc.
Yeah,
so that's Del Toro. All of his movies are like that. Whether you like them or not, they always look.
Look great. Yeah.
Best animated short went to a film called The Girl Who Cried Pearls. Not familiar with that. You guys heard of that one?
No. I made an X-rated joke about it last night, so no.
Best animated feature, K-pop Demon Hunters, which was to be expected.
I'm fine with that.
Jim's ordered the collector's edition.
That's being released on Criterion.
This was the first year that I have not seen any of the animated features. Normally I see at least one, and I haven't seen any of the 5.
I would have maybe included the Predator one.
Yeah, that's good.
Maybe given,
but that was a Netflix movie and it didn't get a theatrical release, so that's why.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Then we move into the main categories. Best Supporting Actress, of course, went to Amy Madigan for Weapons. Well deserved. Everyone knew to get it, and just put smiles on everyone's face.
Yeah, her and Ed Harris are together forever.
Yeah.
I was a bit wobbly about that one because I was like, I wanted her to win, but whether I thought she was going to, I wasn't sure on. So I was a bit wobbly.
Yeah.
But I was elated because it was one of the early awards as well on the evening.
It was the first one.
And,
I think.
Yeah. I was absolutely over the moon for her because.
Do you think she was happy about it, Andy?
Just a bit. Just a bit.
She was on the Ribena.
Yeah, I gave her some, smuggled some in. Best Original Screenplay, of course, went to Sinners. Ryan Coogler accepted the award. Rightly so. Great script. I may not have loved the film myself, but you can't knock it on a technical and just on a critical, like a level looking at the film itself. I think, that deserved it, I think.
Very, very talented guy.
Yeah.
He is, I agree. Best Adapted Screenplay went to One Battle After Another one that's was kind of expected. We knew it was going to go to that.
Yep.
And then a bit of a not shocking award win, but Best Supporting Actor Sean Penn, who wasn't actually there to accept his award. I think he was just like, "Fuck it, I've won 2 already. Why do I need to be there to accept?"
No, he never goes. He's been nominated 5 times. He's only shown up twice.
Was the 2
was? Do you know where he was?
Zelensky.
Ukraine with Zelensky.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I read that. Yeah.
Yep. One year he was like down in Haiti. When doing hurricane shit. One year he was in Africa with Wells. And I mean, he's an activist. When he's not making a movie, he's an activist. And he generally doesn't like the award shows. He doesn't like the type of spotlight that's on him. So I don't have a problem with that.
Was a bit disrespectful what he said.
Yeah,
he kind of just said, "Oh well, he's not here. He just couldn't be bothered," basically. Which that's not. It's not his place to say that.
No,
to say that. It is what it is. What it is. If that sort of the big award shows on for you, then fair play. But he deserved to win, in my opinion, because I love his performance in it. When he's bringing all, he brought a lot to that character. When he's doing like all the jawline and the twitching and all that stuff. Like I really enjoyed what he brought to it. So I think that's what won it for him. But he's won lead actor twice now. So it's down to him. If he's been
the day I saw that movie, the day I saw that movie, I reached out to Kenny and Sean on Instagram, and I said, "God damn it, I want David Johnson to win Best Supporting Actor for The Long Walk, and fucking Sean Penn's going to take it."
Yeah.
The moment I saw that movie, I knew Sean Penn was going to win that award because it's an iconic role. I mean, that movie's only less than a year old, and they're already making parodies and memes about it.
It's ending. It's the end. The last scene with him in the office room with his feet up on the desk. Just
Yep.
Well, they made a big joke about that at the end with Conan.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
They made a massive joke about that at the end.
Yeah. Any man that survives a marriage to Madonna has my respect anyway.
She stole my essence.
Then we've got obviously Best Actress went to Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, which was expected. I may not agree with it, but it was a shoo-in.
That was that one, and I haven't seen the movie. I remember what you were saying about it, and I was like, "Yeah, she's gonna win."
Yeah, they had her hometown on the 6 o'clock news here and or Irish television tonight, and the place is just drowning in a sea of Guinness, and it's Patrick's Day. To Patrick's Day tomorrow, so they're totally.
Oh wow! God.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That was the least.
Surprising one.
That was the least surprising one of the night for me.
Yeah.
I tell you what, wasn't Kate Hudson looking amazing last night?
Yeah.
Best Actor, a surprise, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners.
That was a surprise.
don't think anyone was expecting that. They were expecting Timmy or Leo to get it, but
I called
Can
it. I got
somebody
4
fill
out of
me
the
in?
5 last night. Right.
Yeah.
The only one I got wrong was Best Picture because I thought Sinners was going to win.
Okay.
Can somebody tell me what the comments that Chalamet is supposed to have made about opera and ballet or something that's sort of coming back to bite him in the ass?
He pretty much called them like a lower art form than films.
Okay.
He was like,
He said nobody gives a shit about those.
No one
two
gives a shit
art
about them
forms
anymore. Is what he said. Yeah.
You know, people will always go to the movies, but it's not like you're clamoring for people to show up to ballet or opera because nobody cares anymore or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And
if you're going to open your mouth, watch what you say, especially if it's awards season, because that will be detrimental to you.
Well, they were nominated. That film was nominated for 9 Oscars and won none of them. So,
you know, the big squad.
Yeah,
I think the voting had closed by the time he came out with those comments anyway.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
He just needs to be careful.
On the campaign trail, he was turning a lot of people off before that.
Yeah.
He was just like, I'm going to win. He had the attitude that he was going to win. It was his year. The Oscars his. Nobody can do anything about it. And he was just in that mindset ever since he started advertising for the film, before the film even came out.
Yeah. He's a good actor. Don't get me wrong, he's a good actor. I can't take anything away from him there. He's talented.
Yeah.
But his attitude for this year was all wrong, I think.
I think
outside of the film, it was all wrong.
Listen, it's Hollywood. One phone call and your career is over.
Yeah.
So you just need to shut up and put up. I mean, he's actively campaigning for Oscars, and as I said earlier on, just do your job, do your films, and if they're good, you'll get awards for them.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. He's young too, okay? Because again, look at DiCaprio. All right. He was rising, and then Titanic came out, and he was the biggest thing on the planet, and people were like, "Man, this guy's going to have a closet full of Oscars," and he's gotten 1 so far.
Yeah.
And they gave it to him for the wrong film.
Yeah.
As much as I like The Revenant, okay, and I think
The Wolf of Wall Street. Hello.
Wolf of Wall Street to me is 100%. His best performance.
The problem is if you're going to win for an Oscar, you have to have 4 other actors who aren't as good as you that same year.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the only way you're going to win it.
Yep.
And he had McConaughey, unfortunately.
Most times that's the case.
McConaughey
McConaughey won because as good as his performance in The Wolf of Wall Street is, McConaughey's performance in Dallas Buyers Club is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what he's put himself through. His dedication to the role.
It's the physical shit that he did. It's not performance to me as much as what he did to get to that performance.
Yeah, I've a lot of admiration.
To me, arguably, I think the scenes, same thing with Jonah Hill, who was nominated for that as well. Okay.
Yeah.
The scenes where those two are on Quaaludes,
to
me, is some of the best acting I have ever seen in my life. And it's just brilliant. That 20 minutes of screen time, is absolute gold.
Yeah. I admire McConaughey tremendously because that guy just put his hand up and said, "No more." Can
you see the comments, Andy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Alan. Yeah.
Alan, can you see the comments?
No, I don't see them. No.
Oh fuck no.
Oh god.
It's not even anyone. It's just some. Apparently we're gay and they want us to be their daddy.
But look, I always keep my options open, so let's have a read.
I got accused of being gay once by some guy, and I said, "Oh yeah, bend over, we'll both find out." That seemed to ease his curiosity.
At this stage in my life, a date is just a dry piece of fruit. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm married, so it's the same for me.
Best director and picture obviously went to one battle after another as well, which was well deserved and again expected.
Yeah.
It was kind of like just a standard Oscars, I think. Just
in
terms of the night, it was just there was no surprises, there was no controversy.
Yeah. I think Benicio del Toro was a little bit unlucky not to get nominated. I think he's really good in that film as well.
He did. He got nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
I didn't think he had half. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't win, but it's rare when you get 2 actors for the same film. Get nominated, but he was nominated. We just didn't win. I think he won for Traffic, didn't he? I think
that's right. Yeah,
back in 2000. But Yeah, I love Benicio del Toro.
I think he's a fantastic actor. Yeah. Fantastic actor. Have you watched The Wolfman yet, Andy?
Not on 4K, no. I know. I need to give it a rewatch.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch the extended. It's underrated.
I've seen it years ago.
The extended cut is the one to watch.
Extended, okay.
Yeah.
The next topic. Any fans of G.I. Joe action toys? You must have played with them when you were a youth, Jim.
No.
He was action man.
I was never a youth, Andy. Or Ali. I had the $6 Million Man doll.
Oh my god, I had that as well.
See, you old fuck. You look through the back of his head and you got the bionic eye that you can see, and you roll up his skin, and there was this chip where his arm was. Yeah.
I need to remind you, Jim, that bionics don't exist. So when I break your arm ain't going to get replaced. Okay.
They'll make me better than I was. Better, faster, stronger.
It would be lots more than 6 million these days.
Yeah, no shit.
They're trying to get a new G.I. Joe film off the ground, and they had a script being written by Max Landis.
It was a spec script, and then they turned it around, and then
it's not going forward
thank
now.
You.
Yes, basically. But apparently the reports say there's lots of other writers at the moment writing scripts, including Danny McBride.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when the time comes, they'll do another G.I. Joe film because, again, like we say, it's IP, and studios like making IP films because it makes them money.
Toys need to be sold.
Yeah. Channing Tatum was in the original, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was. Yeah, and then he didn't want to be in the second one.
He wanted to be killed off the second one.
Yeah. Next up, Alan might be interested in this one. The Bride crashes in its second week with an 80% drop at the box office.
Oh yeah.
What do you think that's all about?
I think I said it to you last week, Ollie. I just think, look, I'll stand my ground on it. I love that film. I'm not saying it's a perfect film. There are a few issues with it, but I had a lot of fun with it. Really enjoyed it. I just think we live in a climate now where people are not interested in originality and new ideas anymore. They just want the latest IP or the latest franchise. That's all they want to watch. They don't want to be challenged anymore. I think people went to see it with expectation levels of seeing an old style Frankenstein movie with, mad scientists in a castle and crazy villagers and all that. That was never going to happen. It's one of those films. I don't think it'll be appreciated now. It could be 10, 20 years from now. People will look back on that and say, you know what, that wasn't so bad. And and it's just the type of audience we have now. Maybe they would have been better off just putting it straight onto streaming. I don't know, because I think the 4K Blu-ray is out next week or the week after. It's just a shame, because I just really enjoyed it for what it was. That's my opinion. I respect everybody else's opinion. I just think maybe it was doomed from the word go, because the knives seemed to be out for that before it was even released.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
Yeah.
Next topic: Chloe Zhao's Buffy reboot is not moving forward. They filmed a 90-minute pilot episode with Sarah Michelle Gellar returning as Buffy. Like a legacy sort of reboot, sort of introducing a new wave of characters. I never watched the original series, but they've decided they're not going forward with it anymore. Alan, did you watch Buffy?
I saw a few of them back in the day. I mean, to be honest, the girl that played her younger sister in it died last year. She was only in her early 30s or something like that, and I don't know. It ran for something like 8-9 seasons, something like that. For American TV, that's a bloody good run. And you've done it now. I saw the last episode. They finished it off quite neatly and tidily, and I just thought, can we not just have something new? Why do we need to reboot all these old TV shows all the time? Where's somebody coming up with a new idea for a new show? Why rehash old ground? There's nothing to gain. All I can say is if they made a movie, a pilot episode of it, and they've decided not to go ahead with it, then it must be shit.
Yeah,
it's got to be shit. Like, if it's anyway good at all, they're going to go with it.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Jim, what do you think? Did you watch the original Buffy?
No,
you didn't. No, so you don't care.
I saw the movie way back when. But I never watched the TV show. But unfortunately, guys, I do need to run.
Okay. Thanks for joining, Jim.
Got to take care of business, but as always, it's great talking to you guys.
Nice to see you again, Jim.
Yeah, thanks, Jim.
So we'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye, Jim.
Take
care. Right, Andy, have you? I don't. You know. I know you're not a TV guy. You ever watched any Buffy?
No. I think I saw one episode back in the day. I've got it. I've got the series on Blu-ray, but I haven't watched them yet. But like Jim, I've only really seen the movie a couple of times.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Different actress in the movie.
Yeah. Kirsty Swanson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, the It Follows sequel is officially happening. Micah Monroe, the star of the first film, is returning, and she said that they're going to start filming in the summer for a release next year. You guys look interested to see where they go with a sequel to It Follows. I personally love the first film, but I didn't see it really open for a sequel. I'd rather they left it where it is and the director goes and does. I know he's got a new film coming out in August, but I think it'd be good if he went and did something original again instead of doing a sequel to a film that's good on its own.
I've not seen it, unfortunately, Ollie.
Fair enough. Andy?
I've seen it, the original, but I don't remember a thing about it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I've seen it once. Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, it's a shame that Jim's not here, that he's gone, because next up, we're talking about the Razzies. It was the 46th Razzie Awards last week, and Ice Cube's War of the Worlds sweeps the Razzies spectacularly. And at this very moment, Jim would be doing his Ice Cube impression of Ice Cube in War of the Worlds. And it's uncanny. It's like he transforms himself into Ice Cube doing his impression. But I'll go into it. I'll tell you exactly how many awards they won. Not a good thing. So they won for. I don't actually say in this report. It definitely won for Worst Picture. I can tell you that. Oh, here we go. It won 5 of the 6 categories for which it was nominated. It won Worst Actor for Ice Cube, Worst Prequel, it's Worst Prequel, Remake or Ripoff, or Sequel, Worst Screenplay, Worst Director, and Ice Cube has gone on the record and said that the director wasn't even on the set during filming. It's basically a Amazon Prime advert for an hour and however long. It's basically just showing delivery trucks, drones, checkout screens, a massive gift card apparently offered to a homeless man. So it's basically just a massive Amazon Prime ad. It was shot in 2 weeks during COVID. And like I said, the director didn't talk to any of the actors at all during the film. It was rushed. It's got a 2% on Rotten Tomatoes, and is probably going to go down as one of the worst films ever made. So
I want to see it.
yeah. I don't want to put myself through it.
I'm sold.
I don't want to put myself through it. But other winners at this year's ceremony included all 7 artificial dwarves from Disney's Snow White. They joked that the film cost a fortune and lost a fortune, perhaps cursed by Walt Disney himself for ignoring his dying wish that it never be remade. We also had Rebel Wilson, who finally won a Razzie for Worst Actress. She should win the Razzie every year because she is one of the worst actresses out there, in my opinion. And Sylvester Stallone's daughter, Scarlett Rose Stallone, took home the award for Worst Supporting Actress for her performance in The Gunslingers, which was a Nick Cage film from last year. So yeah, any thoughts on that, guys? Do you think the Razzies is quite a entertaining, juicy awards? I like it because it just shows you all the shit.
Alternative. I always admired Halle Berry years ago. Actually, turned up with them to
Sandra
take
Bullock
her award for Catwoman, because that was an awful pile of shite. But you know, Halle Berry in a skin tight leather suit, there's something.
Yeah, but it's got Sandra Bullock's another one. She won an Oscar the same year she won a Razzie.
Well, maybe she was hoping Kenny would be there.
Yeah, she was looking for Kenny. Steven Spielberg says that the next film we working on, obviously after Disclosure Day, is going to be what he's calling a kick-ass Western film. Are you interested to see him tackle the Western genre? It's a genre he's not delved into before.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know, you're talking about one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, so he can do whatever he wants to do. So
I'd love to see him tackle comedy again.
Yeah.
Have another go at comedy, I think.
Yeah, because Catch Me If You Can, I guess you could class that as a comedy.
Yeah,
and that's a really good movie. I can't wait for Disclosure Day, but listen, why not? If the guy wants to challenge himself, and you know, how old was Spielberg being now? Early 70s, mid 70s?
Yeah, about mid to late 70s, I would think.
Yeah, if he's got the hunger to do it, then off you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy, any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, just let him do it. I do think Spielberg's best days are behind him. Unfortunately, but yeah, if he's still got it in him to make a decent movie, then go for it. I did finally see the trailer for Disclosure Day yesterday because it was on before Project Hail Mary. But yeah, it looked good. Looks interesting.
Have you heard the rumors online about it, Andy? That it's possibly a kind of sequel to Close Encounters?
Okay, no.
I tell you what, if it ends and spaceship opens and Richard Dreyfuss walks down, I'm gonna put my foot through the screen. Leave that film alone. It's one of those iconic films. Leave it alone. No sequel necessary.
Yeah,
I actually got the 4K of that today.
Good. You'll enjoy it. It's a good transfer.
We'll leave that there and we'll move on to our main topic. And our main topic this evening is we're looking at underrated thrillers from the 90s. So we will do as we usually do and just go around, take it in turns and go for one each. And we'll probably just go until 10 o'clock and then we'll call it a day. All right.
Oh, good. Okay.
I've got a list up on it, so I'm going to try and go find a good one. First one I'm going to go for is Double Jeopardy.
Yeah, it's good. Ashley Judd.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones, Bruce Greenwood.
These from the 90s, Ollie.
Yeah, 90s, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my first one, Double Jeopardy. Andy, what do you want to go for first?
Go for one with Bob Hoskins and Tom Berenger. I think it's called Shattered.
I remember that. Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, that one. And what about you, Alan?
Gonna go with Jagged Edge. It was out around the same time as Fatal Attraction. There wasn't much in it, and Fatal Attraction kind of got all the plaudits, but Glenn Close was in both of them actually.
Yeah,
and I just thought Jagged Edge in a lot of ways was better.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for General's Daughter next.
Oh, good.
Yeah, great Travolta film. Very underrated, I feel, as well.
Yeah.
Andy?
I'll have to go with one that Alan mentioned earlier, Pacific Heights.
Oh, you bastard. I was just about to say that, you bastard.
Oh,
you absolute...
Knew it was going to come up at some point.
Scouse bastard. Fuck you anyway.
I'm sorry, Alan.
That's all right. I'll forgive you. I'm trying to think if this is 90s or not. Sea of Love.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
I've seen it. I think it is early 90s, yeah. It's either late 80s, early 90s, yeah.
Al Pacino and Ellen Barkin. It's a good movie.
It's very good, yeah. I will go for Clint Eastwood in True Crime next.
Yeah.
Just a solid Clint Eastwood for another underrated film, I think.
Yeah.
Andy, what do you want to go for next?
Yeah.
Take your time, Andy. Take your time.
Careful.
Sam Raimi's A Simple Plan.
Yeah, good choice. I'm adding all these to my list if I've not seen them. So I've got more recommendations of films to buy. More money to spend.
Glad you have it. Guilty by suspicion.
Another one to add. Guilty by suspicion. Irwin Winkler directed that. He also did. He write the one he did last year, the Alto Nights.
Yeah, he was involved with Rocky at one stage, wasn't he?
Yeah. I am going to go for The Siege next, with Denzel Washington and Annette Bening.
Yeah.
Andy, what do you want to go for next?
It's a TV movie, but I absolutely love it. It's called The Killing Secret.
Killing Secret.
Okay.
It's about a guy who he kills his at the start of the movie. He kills his pregnant girlfriend, but he's dating this other girl at the same time. And he tries to get away with it.
Wow. And Alan?
Okay, so taking westerns out of the equation and Dirty Harry out of the equation, this is my favorite Clint Eastwood film of all time, In the Line of Fire.
Yeah, good shout there. Fun. Yeah, I do like that film. The next one I'm going to go for is a film with a fantastic cast. It's called Twilight, and it stars Paul Newman, Gene Hackman, James Garner, Susan Sarandon. Brilliant. Fantastic little thriller. I don't know, is that available on Blu-ray anywhere? I think Kino's got a Blu-ray, don't it?
Kino did the Blu-ray, I think. And
we need Kino needs to do 4K.
It might be imprinted in a box set as well, I think.
I need to get my hands on that because I love that film.
You mentioned James Garner there, Ollie. You'd probably be too young, but Andy, do you remember the Rockford Files?
Oh, I know of that.
I know of it.
I know of it. Yeah.
Never saw it, but I know of it.
They're rebooting it, and David Boreanaz is the lead.
Wow.
Is he the guy that was in
Angel and Buffy and Bones and the SEAL program? I can't remember what it's called. He's the
SEAL team.
Yeah. Been around a long time, that guy.
Oh, nice. Is it your go, Alan, next, or is it Andy's go?
To me, Identity.
Yeah, another corker.
Great cast as well.
Yeah.
Really, still feel sad when I see Ray Liotta's name and he's not around anymore, because, in my opinion, he's one of the great underrated actors.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I am going to go for... Is it Desperate Measures? Andy Garcia, Michael Keaton in the hospital.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good film. Yeah, I do quite enjoy that one. Andy?
I'll go with A Time to Kill.
Oh, yeah. Good choice there. Good film.
That was the movie Joel Schumacher made between Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
Gosh, crazy.
Yeah.
Alan?
I'm going to go... You may not have heard of this one because it's not that well known. It's called Good Night and Good Luck.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.'s in it. What's his face? Kevin Costner. George Clooney. It's about... It was a period in 1950s America called McCarthyism, where basically famous celebrities, newscasters were being called out for being communists by a senator called Joseph McCarthy. And this is the story about a major TV anchor that was accused of being a communist at the time. Really, I know it probably sounds a little bit boring, but it's actually it watches like a play. It's very much character.
He's doing it on Broadway at the moment.
Is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's performing. I think he's doing a different role to what he played in the film. I think he's playing the lead role in the play at the moment on Broadway.
I think it was one of the first films that George Clooney got involved in the making and production of as well. And Robert Downey Jr. was employable at the time, if you know what I mean, before he went off the rails a little bit. But he kind of recovered okay, I think.
He's done all right for himself.
He's done okay.
just done all right for himself.
I heard he's getting 100 million for the Avengers Doomsday movie.
No. Jesus Christ!
Have you seen the Doomsday clock
that?
online? There's an actual Doomsday clock you can watch.
Oh, the Spider-Man trailer is out in a couple of days, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good. Yeah, I hope it's good.
Yeah, me too. I am going to go for Fallen next with Denzel Washington.
Good one.
Yeah, Andy.
I'll go with another Reese Witherspoon film, Fear.
That's a good one. Yeah, I do like that one. Alan?
I'm trying to think if this counts as a thriller or not. Scent of a Woman? I suppose it doesn't really, does it?
It's more of a drama, I would say.
Yeah.
But
it's very thrilling, though.
Oh, it's enticing. Oh, yes. Yeah. I get very when he starts dancing with the lady. Oh, it's very, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what Andy did last week. I'll throw fucking Schindler's List in there.
Why not? It fits in every category.
If you can't figure it out, just throw Schindler's List in. That would work every time.
I'm gonna go for Mad City next, which is a little thriller with Dustin Hoffman and John Travolta. It's like a hostage thriller set in a museum. And Dustin Hoffman is basically the news anchor. He's sent in to interview John Travolta, who's taken a group of school kids hostage in this museum, but for certain reasons. But I don't want to spoil it. It's a very good little thriller. Andy, what do you want to go for?
I'm going to go with another Reese Witherspoon film, and that is Freeway.
What was that? It went Freeway, did you say?
It's called Freeway, yeah.
Freeway. Okay, let me add that.
That is, it's a sort of modern day. Well, it's a 90s movie, but it's a modern day retelling of Little Red Riding Hood with Kiefer Sutherland.
I may have strayed into the 2000s with this one, but I'll give it a shot. Wanted.
2008, but good shot, yeah.
Yeah, but they wrote the script in the 90s, and it was in development hell for years. So,
fair. I'm going to go with Copland, underrated James Mangold film. Probably Sylvester Stallone's best performance outside of Rocky.
For First Blood.
Yeah, you could throw that in there as well. But yeah, love Copland. Think it's a great film. Andy?
So yeah, I'll go with Kiefer Sutherland and Sally Field in Eye for an Eye.
Oh, yeah.
I'll add that one as well. Eye for an Eye.
Well, I've said it already, so I'll just say Rambo First Blood. That's a thriller. Isn't it? It's a bit of everything.
Yeah. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I actually never count the sequels, Andy, because I think it's a different character in the sequels. To just bulk him up and turn him into an action hero. There's so much psychological stuff going on in the first one.
Yeah.
And Brian Dennehy is such a fucking asshole in it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Trying to find my next one. I will go with Lone Star as my next one. John Sayles' Lone Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do enjoy that one. Andy?
I'll go with Copycat.
Yeah, good shout there. Good film. Good serial killer film. Alan?
I am going to go for a film called Hollywoodland.
That's a good film. Yeah, it's a really good film.
And it's a handy sort of quiz question in a pub quiz. Like, Ben Affleck has obviously played Batman, but in what film did he kind of play Superman?
Hollywoodland.
Yeah.
George Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The longest unsolved murder case in history, I think, in Hollywood.
It's crazy. That film's so interesting because it shows it's like what might have happened.
Yeah. Because they obviously
That's what
don't
I
know.
like. Yeah.
Or if they do, they're just keeping it quiet.
Yeah. Next up, I'm going to go for Primal Fear from 1996, I believe.
Richard Gere, yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, I do like that one.
Good actor.
Andy?
I'm going to go with Drop Zone.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes, yeah.
Yeah, good film. Mentioned it earlier, go with Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, good shout.
Where the term bunny boiler came into existence.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am going to go for... Devil in a Blue Dress. I don't know. It's a detective film, but I suppose it's a like noir thriller, I suppose. So yeah, throw that in there. Andy?
I'll go with Surviving the Game.
Don't know that one. That one.
Great cast.
Surviving the Game. 94?
Yeah.
Alan?
I think we're straying into the 2000s here, but Training Day.
Just 2001, so you're not too bad.
Yeah.
Good film though. Very good film.
Denzel Washington got an Oscar for it, didn't he?
He did, yeah. Did indeed, yeah. I'm gonna go for a film called Just Cause with Sean Connery and Lawrence Fishburne.
I think I've
do
seen
enjoy that one. It's a solid film, that is. I do enjoy that one. Good, different type of thriller. Do enjoy it.
I do like Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, he is good in it. Yeah. Andy?
We're going to go for a movie called Death and the Maiden.
Death and the Maiden.
It's with Sigourney Weaver.
Okay.
It's like a Sigourney Weaver and her husband where they like live in this cabin, and Ben Kingsley comes and knocks on the door. But you find out that I think it was like some years ago, Sigourney Weaver was held captive and kind of tortured for information. And she thinks, from what she remembers, because she was blindfolded the entire time, she thinks when she hears Ben Kingsley's voice, it was him who was doing it.
Right.
I'm guessing there's a twist somewhere, Andy, is there?
It is a good movie, yeah.
Nice. Alan?
Single white female.
Yeah.
Another one I've not seen.
Mm-hmm. Bridget Fonda.
I'm going to go for... trying to find them. The Client, another John Grisham adaptation with Tommy Lee Jones, Susan Sarandon.
Yeah.
It's a very good one.
The kid's really good in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is, yeah. Andy?
I'm going to go with Judgment Night.
Another one I've not seen. That the Emilio Estevez one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've definitely seen this one, Ollie. Misery.
Oh, yeah. Who hasn't seen Misery? I think most people have seen Misery.
Yeah.
What am I going to go for next? Suppose I'll just keep the John Grisham adaptations going. The Pelican Brief.
Yeah.
Another really good thriller, I think. Andy?
Striking Distance.
Good show. Good show. Good show. Gotta go for Sleeping with the Enemy.
I've not seen that still.
Oh, that's a terrific film, Ollie. The bad guy in it is an Irish actor called Patrick Bergin. He is an absolute fucking nut job. And well, he's Irish. He's supposed to be, in fairness. So, but the scene in the kitchen when he's found her and how she knows that he's found her, that's fantastic scene.
I'm gonna go for Red Rock West.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Really good Nick Cage, Dennis Hopper film. Yeah, I do enjoy that one.
Back when Nicolas Cage knew how to act.
Yeah.
Andy?
The Good Son.
Good Son.
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah, he's a right evil bastard, isn't it? I heard.
Yeah.
I must check that out. What's in the box, Ollie?
7.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, good choice.
I actually can't believe that's the 90s. For some bizarre reason, it feels more recent. Maybe it's because I bought the 4K of it a few months back. I don't know.
I'm going to go for, I don't know if it's it's more of a drama, actually. I was going to say The Crying Game, but that's more of a drama, really, than a thriller.
Yeah. No, I think you can get away with thriller with that.
Yeah, I think you can get away with it, yeah.
Okay, I'll go The Crying Game then. Andy?
I'm going to go with The Crush. Alicia Silverstone.
Lots of recommendations here to add to the watch list.
Ask me to give you these in a very aggressive manner.
Give me the keys.
You cocksucker. Usual Suspects. And apparently that opening scene, they tried to reshoot it God knows how many times. They just could not stop them from laughing. So we'll have to put it in the film.
Yeah. I'm running out of options here.
Good.
I'm struggling.
You have a happy smiley face, Ollie, but you're an evil bastard as well.
I don't want to go for ones that are like really obvious. I want to go for like lesser known films, like Presumed Innocent.
Okay, that's a good shout.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good film.
And I think after that, I'm gonna stop with mine because I don't have any others that are worthy to mention. So I'll leave it to you two guys. Andy?
I've got one more, I think.
I might have a couple more. I'll go with Unlawful Entry. If you've not seen it,
I had that on the list, but yeah,
amazing film.
Didn't want to mention that one, but yeah, good shout.
Gonna say Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, good shout. Good film.
The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Never seen that.
Rebecca De Mornay. She's Kurt Russell in Breakdown.
Oh yeah,
that's another one I've never seen.
John Lithgow and Denzel Washington in Ricochet.
Yep. I think this is one of Matthew McConaughey's first films. We mentioned them earlier on with Jodie Foster, Contact.
Oh, that's a good film. Yeah.
I'm going to say Run with Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah.
Wild Things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy that in more ways than one, that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. It's one of them ones, all right.
Yeah.
Ollie just sits there and fucking smiles at us.
It's the benefit. You guys have seen a lot more films than me, so.
Ergo, you two guys are old fuckers and I'm just a kid. Yeah, okay.
No, Andy just watches films like all the time. Andy watches like 5 films a day, so he's watched like. I think he's watched more than double the amount of films that I've seen in my life.
I think Andy has been pulling the wool over our eyes for years. I think he's in fucking prison.
They just give him unlimited access to any physical media he wants.
Got to pass the time somehow.
He's the best known serial killer in Liverpool.
Fucking hell.
This is me trying to put you off, Andy, by the way.
Right, if you've not seen it, I'm going to go with Samurai Cop. It's one of the best worst movies you'll ever see in your life.
Okay, listen, there's room for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Fargo.
Fargo, good shout, yeah.
I'll go with Final Analysis, Kim Basinger and Richard Gere.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Seen that one.
I'm going to go with an obvious one because I guess it's classed as a horror film, but horror and thriller are kind of interchangeable. The original Scream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
we'll do two more. See if you guys can get two more.
Okay.
House in the Hills with Helen Slater and Michael Madsen.
House in the Hills.
Really, another guy that was very underrated as an actor, Michael Madsen. He wanted to play Batman instead of Christian Bale.
Well,
he could have pulled it off, I think, but I think we did okay with what we got.
Yeah,
Gonna go with The Bone Collector.
Yeah, good shout, good film. One more each.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go with Christopher Reeve and Kim Cattrall in Above Suspicion.
That's a good movie.
Above Suspicion.
Haven't seen that in a long, long time.
You see a lot of Kim Cattrall in that film.
Okay, I'm definitely watching that.
Yeah.
You really need to work in sales, Andy. I'm going to go with A Perfect Murder, Michael Douglas.
Yeah, that's decent. Yeah.
I always remember a heated conversation with my dad, God rest him. I just maintain Michael Douglas is a far better actor than his dad was. Which is controversial, I know, but if you look at his body of work, it's an interesting debate.
It is.
Put it that way.
Yeah. I'll fly through some comments before we end. Spectre says Rebel Wilson is in hot water at the moment for apparently trying to start up a smear campaign against the producer, accusing her of being a sex trafficker. She's just needs to just go away and not act anymore and do something else with her life, because
I put her in the same category as Amy Schumer. They're both about as funny as genital warts.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just an unfunny arsehole.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Yeah.
She presented the BAFTAs a couple of years ago, and I thought she totally embarrassed herself.
I couldn't watch it. She needs to do that for Australia.
Yeah.
Minna Jules here. Hello, Minna Jules. Spectre says, I did Jesse Plemons for best supporting actor. I don't know if he's been cast in anything to come out. Matter of time he wins an Oscar. Yeah, he deserves
good actor
at some point. Yeah,
he's
really good. I says Romper Stomper is a decent 90s thriller.
Russell Crowe's first film.
Yeah.
It's a one-time watch for me, that.
Saw him in concert a couple of years ago in Dublin, Andy, with his band.
Oh, nice.
Did you get your money back?
Well, I was pissed. It didn't matter. So was he, by the way.
Shallow Grave is good too. Yeah.
It's a good film, yeah.
Cold Blooded is a decent comedy thriller.
Don't know that one.
No.
Spectre says The Game.
Yeah, that's good actually.
Yeah.
Stacey says The Star Chamber.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, fair. Yeah. Michael Douglas is popping up a lot, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. Strange Days gets a mention. That's a fantastic film.
Yeah, that's a good film.
Yeah.
So I mentioned Seven. That was mentioned. U.S. Marshals. Yeah, fantastic sequel to The Fugitive.
Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. is in that, isn't he? Isn't he the bad guy?
He is indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a villain.
Stevie Wonder's seen more movies than you, Ollie. How dare you, Spectre? I've seen a lot of films. I've seen going on 3,000 films.
That's not bad.
But to be fair, Letterboxd, I cannot categorically say that every single film I have ever watched, I have logged as having watched it on Letterboxd. So
Yeah, fair enough.
There's probably a lot more, and I've just not put it on Letterboxd, or I've not seen it in such a long time that I don't feel it's right to give it a rating on Letterboxd until I rewatch it.
Okay.
Because I'm at that age where there's probably a lot of films when I watched when I was like 10, 11, 12 that I can't remember a fucking thing about. So I need to rewatch it. I can't really rate it.
There are some films you never want to remember anyway.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
I wish I could get Morbius out of my head.
Oh God, the film totally pissed me off because I used to collect comic books back in the day, and that was one of my favorite comic books. And Matt Smith is actually the best thing in the film. Jared Leto is just a pile. Jared Leto's just a pile of shite.
I was so glad. I've never been so glad for the end credits to come up on a film and for that to be the best part of the film. And I came out and I went and saw it with my dad. And I just had an absolute feeling of dread leaving that cinema. And I said to him, so I'm going then, what did you think? It was shit, wasn't it? I said. He said, oh no, I absolutely loved it. I thought, fucking hell, of course you did. So, because he loves vampires. He loves anything to do with vampires. So that's why he loved it, because he's sort of a vampire, I suppose.
He's just one of those actors to me, Jared Leto, and I like to think I'm fair. I watched him in a few films because I said, look, sometimes a guy's in a film and it just doesn't work. This can happen to anyone, but he does every emotional expression from A to B because there's just no expression in that face at all. Nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't go and see the last Tron film because he's in it.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's probably a good film, and I'll get round to it eventually, but I just don't rate him as an actor at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's good in Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah,
he is good in that. And he's good in Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
Oh, he was terrible in that film about the Gucci film.
Oh, House of Gucci.
Oh, yeah, but they're all shit in that. They're all shit in that.
Yeah, even Jeremy Irons and Al Pacino are shit in that film. Yeah. Like, how?
Just a bad script, I guess.
Yeah.
It's the acting as well, because Jeremy Irons' accent is all over the place. One minute he's American, one minute he's Italian, then it sounds like he's German, then it sounds like he's Russian, then it's his normal voice. It's like, make up your mind what accent you're trying to do. Like, and Al Pacino, I think Al Pacino's being Al Pacino, but like you say, the script is just not good.
No story.
No. Yeah. Anyway, with that, I think we will close the stream off there for the week. So, thank you everyone for joining in the comments. What was that?
Been a good one tonight.
Yeah, it's flowed really well, I think.
You had to wait for me to arrive, in fairness, but
Yeah.
And we've got Adam just coming in at the end. Hello, Adam. Thanks for stopping by quickly.
The cheek of him be going out on a school night.
Yeah.
Leave it till tomorrow, Adam. It's Paddy's Day tomorrow.
Spectre says, just wanted to say, guys, I've really enjoyed tuning in tonight, like every Monday. Also, I've subbed. I'll check out your vids. Looking forward to more live streams of vids to come on your individual channel. Thank you, Spectre.
I will give credit where it's due, Ollie. The top 10 tag that you came up with really pushed my channel forward big time.
Oh, good.
Got a fantastic reaction to it. I bet you haven't even watched it yet, though, have you?
I've not. I will admit I have not.
And I mention you in it extensively as well, too. So
I will watch it. I will watch it.
I know. There's a lot of them.
There's so many, but now there's also the 90s. People have been doing the 90s. I've done mine. I've got to upload that. So it's just like, there's so many videos that people are putting out at the moment. And when you've got someone like Sam, whose videos are like an hour each, it fucking makes it difficult to watch a lot of videos in a day.
I made a pact. I never do anything above half an hour if I can, because I just think people switch off if you go longer than that.
I agree, but you get some people, and I see where they're coming from. They say they don't know, they cannot get it into half an hour, because I know Tim, my friend Tim's Film Waffle, he said that to me when I met with him last time. He said he really struggles to get everything he wants to talk about within sort of, like he said, he hates doing long videos, but a lot of his videos are like 30 to 40 minutes because
it can't be helped sometimes.
You struggle to talk about everything in detail as much as you want to in one video.
I didn't mean that as a slight, by the way, Andy, because when I saw what you're doing, top 5 horror of the 60s and top 10 of the 70s, I says, well, this ain't going to be over in 15 minutes, because let's face it, Nigel likes a good row, doesn't he?
Yeah. Like we did that because it was don't forget it was 2 of us in the video, so it's essentially 4 different lists, you know.
Yeah.
So and we have me and Nigel, we get on quite well. Like we can debate and talk about movies we love and movies I love that he hates, movies he loves that I hate, and all that.
I just think it's the ones that you leave out that always break your heart in a sense, because you're kind of looking, Jesus, how could I leave that out? But you know, needs must.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever it is about the 1980s, though, for any genre, be it horror, sci-fi, whatever, I really think it's the toughest era in history to pick top 10 lists from. It was a golden era for movies.
Yeah,
every genre has got something, you know.
Yeah,
you know.
Go
ahead.
Sorry, I'll go on.
No, I'm done. You go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that I have done my 80s list, and I wrote my number 1 down because I knew what my number 1 was straight away. It was filling in the other 9.
Yeah.
And when I got to the ones I couldn't include, that list alone, I could have got about another 4 top 10 lists out of the honorable mentions. I'm going to reel them off in the video and just say these didn't make it, these did, and it's a lot of them killed me.
And the funny thing is, let's just say you do it again in 6 months or a year from now, it could be a totally different list altogether.
Exactly.
That's just the beauty. I mean, you're right with the answer you gave to Ollie the other week, or was it Ollie, when somebody asked you what your all-time favorite film is?
I said that, I said it's difficult to pin down one.
It's just impossible. It's just so mood dependent, you know?
Yeah.
I think the films I enjoy more are the ones that maybe initially I didn't like, but, you know, give them another chance and let's have a look again, which is the beauty of physical media. You can just revisit films anytime you want. And your perspective changes as you get older.
Yeah.
You know, something you mightn't have understood.
That's exactly why I collect what.
I stole your quote on Sunday, by the way, because I was on a call with Carlos and Mike Wilcox, because I'm going on their stream in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So and I just said, you can't watch old films with 20-26 eyes on you. You've got to respect the time period and different cultures and different beliefs, and you have to.
Yeah.
It's the only fair way of doing it.
It is. Yeah. It is. You just got to approach each movie with an open mind.
Yeah.
And you know, if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, you gave it a shot. You know, that's all you can do.
Exactly.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
You can't like it. Sure, if everybody liked everything, then these streams would last about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Very true.
Because there's a lot of films I watch, and there's a lot of films I like. Like I like more films than I dislike films. The scale is just completely tipped. But it's just because I love the art form. I love the medium of films. You know, I love
you've
the
got
story,
a really positive outlook.
The storytelling of it.
You go into a film and you just say, I want to enjoy this.
Yeah.
And the reverse is true. If somebody goes in, I'm going to hate this. Well, of course you will, because you've already made your mind up. And if you want to see something bad in the film.
Yeah. I'm like you, Alan. I love The Bride. I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it that much. I pre-ordered the 4K Steelbook.
I did.
You know,
the HMV one.
The HMV one, yeah.
It's a nice cover on it.
It is. It's a nice, simple looking Steelbook, you know, and hopefully it won't go out of print because people didn't like the movie. A bit probably be like Joker Folia do. HMV can't get rid of them.
Well, at least with HMV, if you pre-order it, you know you're going to get it.
You know you're getting it, yeah.
The days of that happening with Amazon are long gone.
Oh yeah, Amazon went out the window years ago for me. It's terrible.
Yeah, Well, you should see Amazon Ireland, Andy. They're actually a year old today. They sent me an email saying thanks for being with us for a year. I says I don't even know why I am, because the Prime is cheap. I'll give you that. It's £5 a month, but there's no pre-orders for new releases at all.
No,
you're 2-3 months later they might show up. Do you know what they are? They're actually like a cheap knockoff of Amazon usually.
Yeah,
they're selling old steel books or collector's editions with a few quid off them or whatever, but nothing new. Look, don't get me wrong, you like to take up a few cheap bargains now and again, but I might switch back to the UK one, because they've actually got an offer now of 3 months free Prime.
Yeah,
and try it out
Take
for 3 months. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Right, let's leave it there then. But thank you guys for joining, as always. It is appreciated. It was great chatting to you.
Good fun, lads. Thank you.
Yeah, and talk to you all again soon.
Are you on Pete's stream on Wednesday, Andy?
Yes, I should be.
Yeah. I'll see you there then. So.
Yeah, I'll see you there then.
I'm getting popular for some strange reason. It'll wear off.
Everybody wants you.
No, not everybody, Ollie.
Most people. People that have sense want you.
Well, that's a nice thing to say. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, thank you, everyone, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye, everyone.
Care, see you, Andy.
Bye, guys. Bye.
I'll see you later, Ollie. Bye.
Bye.